Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final session here of the 2022 Victorian State Age Short Course Championships. I'm Tim and Nick's alongside me. Welcome, Nick.
Thank you, Tim. I'm looking forward to this final session of the State Age Championships. Lots of fantastic swims coming up for the final session.
Yeah,
we've got obviously concluding with the actions of the relays. But before that, we've got some good swims across our butterfly events, freestyle events. Lots of 100 IMs.
Yeah, we always love our 100 IMs.
Both some 100 and 200 breaststrokes today. Some 50 freestyles.
Bit of everything today.
Yeah.
We've had our distance sessions this morning. You and I are both commentating on both pools there at the 800s and 15s. So it was a longer morning, but I think that means we'll have a shorter evening session tonight.
Yeah, so all our 400 and above events for this meet were time finals in the morning sessions. And then we've had heats and finals for our 50s through the 200s.
I think it's a good idea having your distance events in the morning too. I think trying to get some of these guys, if they've got other finals that night, doing an 800 or a 15, it pretty much writes off every other event for the evening.
It's tough because obviously all the age groups have a number of swims this evening, so it really is tough to back up swim after swim if you have to add in an endurance event in the middle of it.
Exactly right. So our first event up here is event 98, the girls 17, 18, 100 butterflies. So it should be a good way to start the evening's proceedings. And we're also finishing off with a bit of a bang with some mixed freestyle relays in there as well. So a bit of fun, a good way to finish the carnival.
I think putting the mixed relays on this last night was a good decision.
Yeah, I think so too.
So we've finished both the evening sessions with our medley and freestyle relays of the individual sexes so far, and then to combine them together, we're going to add to the fun.
Exactly right. And also, we've got a couple of 2 flies in there, fair few 200 breaststrokes. Even 100 freestyles is there still. So pretty much everything is going to be on tonight. So I think I'm most looking forward to the IMs again. I still love an 100 IM. So
really, it's just a night full of highlights.
It is. It is.
So we're just introducing our technical officials before we'll get underway with tonight's action in the pool.
And so, yeah, going through our swimmers here in lane 0, we've got Jessie Leasing Lim, lane from Surrey Park, lane 1, Abby Warner from Terrelgan.
I think it is actually nice that we're starting off with our 17, 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
Nice and experienced, and they'll lead us away here. So Jess Lim in lane 0, Abby J. Warner in lane 1, from Surrey Park in lane 2, Brianna Burgess. In lane 3 from Nuttawading, Abby Harrington. In lane 4 from Nuttawading, Isabella Boyd. In lane 5 from Bayside, Paris Spurlock. In lane 6 from Yarra Plenty, Emilia Chilaro. In lane 7 from Geelong, Nicole Briscoe. Lane 8 from Surrey Park, Anna O'Reilly. And in lane 9 from MLC Aquatic, Chloe Millard.
Big cheer here for Chloe over there in lane 9. I can see the MLC guys really get behind her.
Her twin sister is giving her good support.
Yeah, I can see that there, which is great to see. We're off. We're underway here in this 100 butterfly. It looks like a good start in the middle from Paris Burlock, and also there in lane 3, I think it was Abby Harrington.
Isabella Boyd now is going to touch first in lane 4, just ahead of Abby Harrington and Paris Burlock in third. So Paris was
Great
right
turn
on that
from Boyd there.
So Isabella was right on that minute mark this morning, and it was the only swimmer having a PB under that minute mark. We'll see what she can go through tonight.
28.3. Out nice and fast. Great underwater, though, from Burlock there off that second turn. You can see her push about 10 metres off that wall.
She's maintained that position just on the feet of Isabella as we go into this 75-metre turn.
Bit low on the wall there, but Burlock and Harrington in second and third at this point. But I think Isabella Boyd's going to take this first final out here.
A really strong swimmer. She does look like she's going to go
under that minute.
And touches the wall in 59.82.
Good swim. So Burlock in second, 101, and Abby Harrington in third in a 103.2. So we move on now to event 99, the boys 17, 1800 metre butterfly. We'll have a look at that Victorian age record there by Matthew Temple, 51.6.
Another one of our Australian Dolphins.
So lane 0, we have Cameron McLeod from Yarra Plenty Waves. In lane 1, we have Toby McCormish from MLC. In lane 2, Callum Halloran Lavelle from Warragul. In lane 3, Haruki Nakanishi from Nuttawading. Lane 4, we have Evan Chi from Nuttawading. In lane 5, we have Alex Basile from DVE. In lane 6, we have Hamish Bowden from MLC. In lane 7, Riley Mitchell from MLC. In lane 8, Jason Llewellyn from Nuttawading. And in lane 9, Blake Crichton from Surrey Park.
The speed across this entire field is pretty impressive, with it requiring a 57.3 to qualify for tonight's final.
It's fast. You can see those times in the middle of the pool there, 54 lows into 53.
So getting the best of the water is Callum over there in lane 2, and he'll lead through the opening 20 metres. Now moving through to challenge him is Alex in lane 5.
Oh, good turn there from Evan Chi. You can see him break out there really well.
So those three will lead through this opening 50. Also in
Alex
with a mix is
Purcell.
Riley Mitchell down here in lane 7.
Callum Halloran Lavelle leads us through there at 25.53.
And maintaining that strong underwaters, Callum, but now Evans is making his move. Evans probably known more as a 200-metre swimmer than a 100-metre swimmer, but watch for Haruki to come really strong as a turn of butterfly in this last 25.
There he comes now. You can see him break off that wall. I think we saw him this morning. He had a really strong second last 25. He does take it out, 54.30. Evan Cheese, takes it out there. Yeah, 54.30. Followed by Callum Haller and Laval, and then Alex Basile.
Five swimmers, 54 or faster. Incredible good depth there. So introducing us our finalists for event 100, our girls 16 years, 200 metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Surrey Park, Madeline Burns. In lane 1 from Jen Aquatic, Clara Seidel. In lane 2 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Alexandra Southern. In lane 3 from MLC Aquatic, Mackenzie Hunter. In lane 4 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Sienna Shepherd. In lane 5 from MLC, Alana Torrance. In lane 6 from Melton, Layla Mahfouz. In lane 7 from MLC Aquatic, Amrita Sapramania. In lane 8 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Alexandra Skinner. And in lane 9 from Surrey Park, Kiara Tate. So look for Sienna Shepherd to lead after the underwater phase here. But Alana Torrance will go with her. And those two do have the early lead at the 20 metre mark. Also swimming well is Clara Seidel in lane 1 and Amrita Subramania down in lane 7. So now we're settling down into our rhythm for this 200, and it is Sienna and Alana going stroke for stroke as we head into this 50 metre turn. Sienna will lead through in a 28.84 ahead of Alana with Layla Mahfouz in third.
Really even across the field between sort of third to fifth and sixth there, all out to 29.5 to 29.7.
Sienna has slightly extended her lead through that third 25 and has pulled about half a body length clear of Alana as we approach the halfway mark. So Sienna is going to lead through this 100 metre turn.
Layla Mahfouz probably sitting in third, or is it Mackenzie Hunter? Oh, they're equal in third there.
So
yeah, 101.6.
Ahead of Alana, Layla in third alongside Mackenzie. Now this all-important third 50. Alana is trying to make a move to come up alongside Sienna, but Sienna is holding her off in this opening 25.
Sienna Shepherd's had a really strong third 25 there in this start of this third 50, I mean. And she's starting to pull away now. She's out to about half a body length of a lead here over Alana Torrance.
And now Mackenzie Hunter has moved just ahead of Layla Mahfouz for thirds.
There you go. It's about half a second body lead now for Sienna Shepherd. But Alana Torrance is starting to really attack this last 50 now.
She's really brought those legs in really nice and strong on those legs. And she's now overtaken and will lead into this final turn.
She's overtaken her for sure here. It's tight though. It's a really good turn there by Sienna Shepherd. You can see her. But Alana Torrance is pulling away here in this last 25. What a last 50 this been. She's pulled away and she's going to win this comfortably now. 2:02.3. And Hunter McKenzie there in third at 2:05.2.
Really good swim there from Mackenzie, who backed up from a 1,500 metre at the end of this morning's session.
Wow, what a last 50 that was from Alana Torrance. Exploded off that wall and almost they could split that.
So we are doing our medal ceremony from our 1,500 morning that was from this morning. Our athletes may not have made their way to the medal ceremony this morning, but I'm sure they'll pick up their medals soon.
They'll pick them up maybe in the mail, but I think most of these swimmers are here tonight anyway, so they will go and collect them.
See, Mackenzie Hunter just jumped out of the pool, straight up onto the
She got her medal. There you go.
Just had to make sure she'd worked a little bit harder for her 1,500 metre medal.
Yep. So Isabella Boyd taking out the gold medal there in the 100 butterfly from Nunawading. Paris Burlock from Bayside in second.
So Isabella Boyd is going to appear on screen shortly. I can see her making her way over to the medal ceremony.
And Abby Harrington, I think, will be making over as well.
Some of our senior swimmers a bit out of practice of how to do a medal ceremony.
I think they are, yeah. Well, it's been a while for them.
So we see on the dais there, Abby Harrington.
And in lane 0, we have Justin Zhao from Nunawading. In lane 1, we have Lachlan Elgin from Albury North Lavington. In lane 2, we have Joshua Carnes from Nunawading. In lane 3, we have Daniel Chibatarese from Surrey Park. In lane 4, we have Liam Malloy from Haileybury. In lane 5, we have Tommy Lane from Haileybury. Lane 6, we have Harvey Lark from Melbourne Vic Centre. In lane 7, we have Cooper Lambert from Tiger Shark Swimming Club. In lane 8, we have Connor Hayes from Doncaster Templestowe. And in lane 9, we have Xavier Carney from Cheltenham. Well, that girls 200 freestyle was an awesome race. We saw how well Lana Torrance finished it. Let's see what these lads can do now, whether any of them can attack that third and fourth 50. Well, there's two boys in the middle of the pool there, Haileybury.
And Liam does lead through this opening 15 metres at a nice, strong pace. And he will lead through his opening 25. Just ahead of out in lane 1, Lachlan
Good turn.
Elgin.
I think it's really handy when you've got two swimmers who do the same event who are similar speeds. These two can just push each other in training all the time. You see Liam Malloy's really attacking this here out at 25-2.
Tommy Lane in second and Daniel Chivateres in third. You see that what Liam's doing really well is he's kicking a nice strong kick going but trying to keep his stroke long.
Yeah. You see too, he really breathes as that hand enters the water. It's really efficient. Keeping on that stroke. 52.
9.
He's going out hard here.
Tommy Lane turning second and now moving into third, Harvey Lark.
Now, he went 153.6 this morning.
With that opening split, he's looking to go sub
150. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think we could see him go under 150 here in this 200.
So he's gone at 25, then at 28. Can he maintain those 28s for this second 100? Turns here in a 121. So that's again another 28,
29. Let's see what he can finish with here. He's starting to fatigue a little bit though, but Tommy Lane, his teammates, probably catching up. I don't think he's got enough room.
Coming strong, those Harvey Lark. He's now starting to challenge Tommy Lane for that second place. Liam Malloy will take this out. Harvey Lark, he's going to run out of room to chase down Tommy Lane, so it will be a 150. It will be a Haileybury 1-2 as Liam takes down to 150.78 ahead of Tommy Lane with Harvey Lark in third.
I really liked how he attacked that first 100 out in the 52. He gave himself every opportunity to go under that 150 mark, and I think he's a little bit disappointed. I think he wanted to go under that 150 there. But it's a great swim nonetheless.
Introducing the finalists for event 102, the girls 15 years 200 metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Ashley Dunn. In lane 1 from Surrey Park, Tali Gant. In lane 2 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Sojun Huang. In lane 3 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Catherine Boyle. In lane 4 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Giselle Davey. In lane 5 from Haileybury, Greta Seville. In lane 6 from Yarra Plenty, Emily Vulick. In lane 7 from Yarra Plenty, Skylar Hayes. In lane 8 from Geelong, Hayley McKinder. And in lane 9 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Andrea Tolentino. They're our finalists for our girls 15 years 200 metre freestyle. And look for Giselle's underwater here off the start. Expect her to lead, but also strong on the underwaters is Andrea Tolentino down here in lane 9. And Skylar Hay in lane
Good
7.
start, though, as you said there, from Giselle Davey. Well out in front here in this first 25. She's going to attack it. Looks like Emily Vulic as well, always known for her front-end speed. Out nice and quick as well.
So Giselle's opened up a body length lead in this opening 50. Ahead of Skylar Hay.
There's Skylar Hay coming through now, probably the second.
So Giselle leads through in a 27.32.
Emily Vulic still turns in second here at 28.9.
With Greta in third and Skylar in fourth. So nice battle developing here between lane 5, 6 and 7 for that second place. Also swimming well in lane 2 is Sojun Huang. Giselle Davey has cleared out from the field as we approach the 100-metre turn.
Well, she's got a huge lead here in this 200 freestyle. This morning went 2:03. I mean, could we be looking at maybe a sub 2 minute here? She's gone 57.5. She's going to have to come back and probably, 31 here to get under
Emily
that time.
Vulic still holds on to second. Now moving into third place with Greta Seville, but getting the better of the turns over in lane 2 with Sojun Huang. And she's probably moved into outright second in this third 50.
It's great to see how good Giselle Davies' turns were there again, even as we're coming into these last 250s, still getting well past the flags, a couple of kicks off the wall. You can see how much of a lead she's built up now. This is what she's well out in front now.
Turns in 1:28.56, giving herself a strong chance.
She's got every chance here.
Swim under that 2 minute mark. Sojun Huang has now moved into second with Emily Vulic in third, closely followed by Greta Seville and Skylar Hay.
It is a battle for second between those four, really.
So Giselle stays strong on those underwaters, coming up at the 7 metre mark off that last turn as she's got 10 metres to go. But really, the tight
she's going for this record here, by the way. The record's 1:59.0. Is she going to break this?
1:59.29. Battle for second. Who's going to get their hand on the wall first? And it is Emily Vulic, just ahead of Greta Seville.
She has broken the Victorian all-comers record there, which is held by Gemma Schlitt from 2012, which was 1:59.6. She has gone 1:59.29. She was so close to breaking.
Absolutely cracker battle for that minor medals with four swimmers within 0.4 of a second of each other. So we're now heading back to the medal ceremony for event 100. In first place from MLC Aquatic was Alana Torrance. In second place from Melbourne Vic Centre, Sienna Shepherd. And in third place, picking up her second medal in the space of 5 minutes, Mackenzie Hunter. Congratulations, girls. Our boys are on the block here at our 15-year-old 200-metre freestyle.
Well, we've seen those first couple of heats of that 200 freestyle, how well these guys attacked the first 50. And a great start there. I think it was from Dressel. Was it Ethan Jones out there in lane 6 or lane 7?
Really even between those middle
Ethan
5
Ravensdale
lanes.
as well.
With anyone in a chance here.
Probably Ashley Nichols is going to lead through this first 50.
So we know Ashley
there
Nichols has that early speed through that win in the 50 the other night. And he does lead through in a 26.42 ahead of Oscar Kreutzberger and Ethan Jones in third. So remember, both Oscar and Ethan are our visitors, so there are potentially up to 5 medals up to grabs.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty even, though, across the field there, because Ashley Nichols is still leading alongside the Oscar Kreutzberger. They're both probably going to lead through this 100 at this point. Ethan Jones in third. You think Ethan Ravensdale's probably back and forth, just off the pace a little bit.
Well, they turned dead even. Ashley Nichols in Oscar Kreutzberger. Within third place, Ethan Jones. Closely followed by Campbell Wilson-Moran and Ethan Ravensdale.
Ethan Ravensdale starting to make a bit of a move here as well.
This is all-important third 50. Trying to keep that pressure on. Try and make a move ahead of your competitors. Try and crush their spirit a little bit.
Well, it looks like Oscar Kreutzberger is starting to make a bit of a move now. He's really attacked his third 50. He's going to go in front here at the 150-metre mark. Let's see how far he's in front by. 0.2. Oh, this is going to be a dogfight to the finish there between these two. Either of them can win it from here. I would say Kreutzberger's slightly in front still.
Neck and neck. Ashley's got that closing speed.
Oh, great last turn.
Yeah, outright speed, but they're going neck and neck. Ashley's moved just back ahead of Oscar.
I think Ashley Nichols is going to take him on the wall here. He does, 151.9.
So second to the wall, Oscar Kreutzberger. Ethan Jones in third. Second, Victorian, Campbell Wilson-Moran. And third, Victorian, Ethan Ravensdale.
Wow, what a fast final, 151.
Very impressive swimming there from the boys.
So moving on now to event 104, the girls' 14-year-old 100-metre freestyle. So in lane 0, we have Faith Delaney from Wodonga City Swimming Club. In lane 1, we have Bella Murchie from MLC Aquatic. In lane 2, we have Eliza Houghton from Melbourne Vic Centre. In lane 3, we have Alicia Clark from Nunawading Swimming Club. In lane 4, we have Brooke Briscoe from Geelong Swimming Club. In lane 5, we have Charlize Strickelboak from MLC. In lane 6, we have Sophia Ballon from Western Aquatic Academy. In lane 7, we have Nell Pete from Melbourne Swimming Club. In lane 8, we have Judy Hussein Aman from MLC. And in lane 9, we have Jessica Whiting from Terrelgan. All right, 100 freestyle, Nick. We always love 100 free. It's the blue ribbon event.
I think Nell Pete has led to the 10-metre mark in nearly every event she's done this week. So we'll see if that can continue. And she does look like she's the fastest to that 10-metre mark.
Good start there also from Charlie Strickelboak there in lane 5. And also might be Alicia Clark there in lane 3 having a good start too.
Nell just maintains that early lead from the start. But it's really
Brooke
even
Briscoe
across the
through.
field as Brooks moving through, and also over in lane 1, Bella Murchie swimming well.
Yeah, Bella Murchie over there in lane 1 might lead him through. Not
so
quite.
Brooke Briscoe ahead of Bella Murchie and Alicia Clark in third.
Brooke Briscoe's having a really strong third 25 here. She's making her move. She's pulling away now. I'd say Alicia Clark's in second now at this point as they're coming down this third turn.
And Charlie Stickleborough has moved into third.
Really good turn from Alicia Clark though, but this is Brooke Briscoe's to lose from here. She's maintained half that half body length of a lead here.
And she is going to come into the wall and take it out in a time of 58.15 ahead of Alicia Clark and Charlie Stickleborough in third.
How about that? 4 girls easily under that minute mark there. Really fast final.
So we're returning to our medal ceremony for event 102, the girls' 15 years 200-metre freestyle. In a Victorian all-comers record and winner of the gold medal, Giselle Davey. And now winner of our silver medal, Emily Vulick from Yarra Plenty. And in third place, from Haileybury, Greta Seville. Congratulations, girls. That was a fantastic swim by Giselle. So that's the fastest time swum by a 15-year-old girl in the state of Victoria. Taking down that record of Gemma Schlitt, who is a former Australian Dolphin.
As I said, it's always a sign of a fast time when you're taking down those sort of records.
Yeah, so Gemma represented Australia at a short course championships in 2016, I believe. She made those
good memory you
short
got there.
course in 2016. Okay, so this is where we have got our action-packed podium with 5 people on the podium in this boys 15 years 200 freestyle. So Ashley Nichols took out the gold medal. Our second finisher was Oscar Kreutzberger. Our second Victorian was Canberra Wilson Moran. Our third finisher was Ethan Jones, and our third place Victorian was Ethan Rievensdale. So nice packed final there.
So move on to now event 105, the boys 14-year-old 100-metre freestyle.
In lane 0 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Max Hussey. In lane 1 from Ballarat Gold, Charles Snare. In lane 2 from St Leonard's, Max Magina. In lane 3 from Nuttawading, Eric He. In lane 4 from Nuttawading, Tian Berger. In lane 5 from Park, George Huang. In lane 6 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Nicholas Kearns. In lane 7 from MLC Aquatic, Toby Callahan. In lane 8 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Daniel Sidor. In lane 9 from Nuttawading, Xavier Aguirre.
So another 100-metre freestyle here. We saw how good that girls' race was before. Look at these boys' entrance times, 53, 54s. Maybe we can see maybe a 52 here. Looks like the best of the starts was Nicholas Carnes there, or possibly Tian Berger in the middle.
And now moving through, Tian has taken over that lead after that 15-metre mark. Leads just ahead of George Huang and Nicholas Carnes.
George Huang has had great underwaters in that backstroke. We're sort of speaking a bit about that.
Also swimming well in lane 3, Eric He. So through the 50
Tian
turn,
Berger
it is Tian Berger from Eric He and George Huang.
Eric He had a really good breakout there off that second turn. But Tian Berger looks like he's increasing his lead now, coming into this final turn now.
He's out by a body length with Eric in second and George maintaining third place. Fantastic last turn by George to move into second
George
place.
George moved right up alongside here. He's finishing strong. I think he's going to run out of room, though.
Tian Berger is going to take this out in a time of 52.79, ahead of George Huang, and in third place, Eric He.
I mean, these boys have gone seriously quick there. To get silver, you've gone 53.3, bronze in a 53.8.
I'm just happy, again, 9 boys swimming 57.2 or faster, which is a fantastic effort for our 14-year-olds.
So move on to event 106, the girls 13, 200-metre backstroke. Breaststroke, sorry, I say backstroke. Sorry. In lane 0, we have Ava Candy from Ballarat Swimming Club. In lane 1, we have Olivia Flight from Yarra Plenty Waves. In lane 2, we have Annie Steele from St Leonard's College. In lane 3, we have Zoe Schneider from Ballarat Gold. In lane 4, we have Lily Kosh from MLC Aquatic. In lane 5, we have Sienna Tui from Albury Amateur Swimming Club. In lane 6, we have Salia White from Nuttawading. In lane 7, we have Jacinta Geary from Nuttawading. In lane 8, we have G.U. Su from Nuttawading. And in lane 9, we have Willow Field from Loretto. All right, so a 200 breaststroke, Nick. Always a tricky event, really, to get right. I think even open athletes struggle with the 200 breaststroke, how to pace it, how to train it, how to
all those
split
200s are really hard to. There's so many components to put together correctly.
And I think a 200 breaststroke, you do start to really lose your breath on those turns with those split strokes. But if you look at it the other way, you get that free 10 metres every single wall.
Yeah, the turns aren't a recovery; they are effort. And Lily is going to lead through this first turn.
Well, she broke the record on Friday night in the 100.
Breaststroke.
So let's see what she can do here in this 200.
In second place after that opening 25 is Sally White with Zoe Schneider in third. Lily's opened up a body length and a half lead as we approach the 50-metre turn. And Lily will turn first in a 34.83.
Yeah, I like it. Out nice and fast.
Ahead of Zoe Schneider and Sally White in third.
She went 2:38 this morning, so let's see if she can hold under 40s now for these next 350s in terms of her splits. She should be able to comfortably go under those.
And so maintaining that body length and a half lead with Zoe Schneider now moving just about half a body length clear of Sally White in that battle for second and third. Sienna Tui has swum strong in the back half of her races so far this week, and she's not out of medal contention as she sits in fourth place.
Just looking at Lily Kosh's stroke here too, nice and long and efficient. You can see really relaxed, getting that same amount of strokes with each wall here.
So now Sally has moved back into second, ahead of Zoe Schneider. Sienna Tui starting to make her move in between those girls.
The blue cap, she's starting to come through, isn't she?
Yeah, so expect her to come strongly in this second 100. We'll see if the girls who are ahead of her can respond to that challenge. Lily Kosh has cleared out in front and is leading by 5 metres, with Sally White currently in second, Zoe Schneider in third. Sienna Tui moving up alongside Zoe and only half a body length behind Sally.
Now,
so
Nick,
turn into that last 50 in a 155.48.
Nick, the record here is actually 2:32.0, and the all-comers is 2:33.1. Is she a chance to break these here?
It has to be a very strong last 50, but here comes in the battle for second. Sienna Tui, as expected, is storming home in this last 50. She's
like
moved into second, ahead of Sally White, with Zoe Schneider in third.
Yeah, so it looks like Lily Kosh is going to take this one out here. And as you were saying, Sienna Tui finishing like a freight train. Really lifting her rate. Probably left her run a little bit too late. I think she might have had to attack that first 50 a bit harder and try and stay out there.
Fantastic swim there by Lily, 2:35.55 to take out the state title. Ahead of Sienna Tui.
2:41.6.
For third will be Zoe Schneider, who came back late to just touch out Sally White.
And Sienna Tui looks really happy in that swim as well. Gave a thumbs up to the crowd. It's good to see. I think now we're going to do a few medal presentations, are we not?
So we're returning to the medal ceremony for event 104, the girls' 14 years 100-metre freestyle. So taking out the state title from Geelong, Brooke Briscoe.
We call the Briscoes names a lot, don't we?
In second place, representing Nuttawading, Alicia Clark. And in third place, from MLC Aquatic, winner of the bronze medal, Charlize Sticklebrook. So now we're moving on to the medal ceremony for event 105, the boys' 14 years 100-metre freestyle. The winner of the gold medal from Nuttawading, Tian Berger. In second place from Surrey Park, George Huang. And our bronze medalist, also from Nuttawading, Eric Heat. We're now moving on to event 107, the boys' 13 years 200-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from Surrey Park, Han Lun Hu. In lane 1 from Nuttawading Swimming Club, Golden Bay. And in lane 2 from MLC Aquatic, Hamish Evans. In lane 3 from South Gippsland Bass, Zachary Shearer. In lane 4 from Nuttawading, Harry Heath. In lane 5 from Campbell Grammar, Nathan Nye. In lane 6 from Surrey Park, Darcy Stewart. In lane 7 from Nuttawading, Tharwin Parathon. In lane 8 from Ballarat Gold, Will Liu. And in lane 9 from Surrey Park, Max Malone.
So watching these guys from this morning, Harry Heath was well out in front in the first 50 and 100 and really attacked it, as Nathan Nye, qualified second fastest, really back-ended his 200. So it'll be interesting how these styles tonight come up and then whether Nathan attacks his first 100 with Harry. Really good split stroke out here from Tharwin Brahom. He's had a great start all meet, really. He's had great skills.
But moving through in the middle is Harry Heath, you expected, and he will lead through this opening 25 ahead of his teammate Tharwin, with Nathan Nye in third.
Yeah, you can see Harry Heath really attacking this first 50. Nathan Nye definitely taking it up with him, though, here. So this will we see what these times are at the 50 mark.
So Harry turns first in a 32.95 ahead of Nathan, with Darwin in third. Those three boys are just a little bit clear of the field now, but also swimming well is Darcy Stewart in lane 6.
Yeah, it looks like Harry may have increased his lead a little bit here, really attacking this second 50. He's trying to put a bit of distance on Nathan here in this middle part of the race.
Look how long Harry is being able to keep his stroke in this opening 100 with such great speed he's generating, but he's keeping that stroke nice and long. And he's going to turn first here in a 109.92 with Nathan touching in second and Darwin still in third, just ahead of Darcy and Zachary.
It's really good to see because he went 2:32 this morning. He's gone under 110 in the first 100. He's looking to try and go under 2:30 here in this 200 breaststroke.
He's really doing a fantastic job of keeping that stroke nice and long. Good distance off the walls, coming up at the 8 metre mark off that split stroke, and has extended his lead out to 5 metres over Nathan.
Yeah, you can still see he's looking really high in the water, still really efficient with each stroke. You can see him gliding. It's looking really good.
Hitting that wall on a full stroke, which is really important to keep that momentum into this 150 metre turn. He's leading now by 4 seconds over Nathan, with Darwin still holding down third.
It's going to be a bit of a battle for third. I think you're going to see Darcy Stewart and also over there
Zachary Shearer
coming through. They're going to try and fight back and get third. But this is Harry Heath to lose from here.
He's coming really strong is Zachary. He's half the distance to Darwin in this final 50 as Darwin's just holding on to that third place. But it is going to be Harry Heath taking out this Victorian state title for our 13-year-old 200 breaststroke in a time of 2:26.56. Nathan's going to come in for second. Darwin's holding on for third, and looks like that Darwin is going to get that third place medal.
2:35.
Just ahead of Zachary Shearer.
Well, Nick, it was awesome to see Harry there attack the first 100 out 109, and he's come back in a 1:15, 1:16. So, you know, he really attacked that first 100, set himself up there to go under that 2:30, and didn't go under 2:30. He went well under 2:30.
Really good swim by all those boys there, with a number of them swimming substantially faster than they posted in this morning's heat session.
So, event 108 now, the girls 17-18, 200-metre freestyle. In lane 0 from MLC, Chloe Millard, sorry. In lane 1, Nicole Briscoe from Geelong Swimming Club. In lane 2 from Surrey Park, Brianna Burgess. In lane 3 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Ruby Knott. In lane 4 from Nunawading Swimming Club, Isabella Boyd. In lane 5 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Holly Neville. In lane 6 from Nunawading Swimming Club, Chantel Underwood. In lane 7 from Surrey Park, Alana Banks. In lane 8 from Haileybury, Claire Milligan. And in lane 9 from MLC, Kiara Walsh. So we've been able to watch a few 200s already, Nick, in this 200 freestyle. So there should be no exception in terms of the tactics that should be used.
So this morning in the heat session, Isabella Boyd was actually out relatively conservative and still managed to swim under the 2-minute mark. So I'll look to see if she attacks this first 100 a little bit stronger than she did this morning.
What a great start it was from Holly Neville there in lane 5 from Melbourne.
And Holly Neville's early speed is definitely encouraging Isabella Boyd to go out nice and strong here.
Going to drag her out. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, and those two have now cleared out a body length and a half ahead of the field, with in lane 1, Nicole Briscoe in third.
Yeah, well, it looks like Boyd's going to turn in front there in a 27.8, so she has got a bit of a lead now. You can see her starting to pull away.
Keeping that pressure on through this second 50, and she's extended her lead out to a body length over Holly Neville, with Nicole Briscoe still in third.
It's a real battle for third between third to sort of sixth, really. You can't really pick anyone there, but it is all about Isabella Boyd here in lane 4, well out in front now.
So turning through the 100 in a 57.99, ahead of Holly Neville in second, and Brianna Burgess has now moved just ahead of Nicole Briscoe in that battle for third. But also in that battle for third is Chantel Underwood And
Brianna Burgess over there is probably starting to make a bit of a move too, by the look of it.
And Ruby Knott moving through as well. So that battle for third is any one of 6 athletes.
Yeah, can't
and
really
they are
pick
starting to reduce the margin to Holly Neville in second. But it is all about Isabel Boyd out in front, and
Nicole,
she turns first here in a 1:27.93.
Nicole Briscoe having a really strong third 52, as is Shani Underwood. No, it'll be Burgess still in third.
So they are all coming. All those swimmers are coming at Holly Neville,
They're
who tries to
fighting
hold
it out.
on to second. But Isabella Boyd is
well
way
out
out
in
in
front.
front.
Now she went 159.2 this morning here. She's on this final lap here. We could be seeing like a 156, 157 here. If she can finish strong enough, maybe a 157. 158.2, so about exactly a second quicker than this
Holly
morning.
Neville is going to take out the silver medal with Brianna Burgess holding on for third.
Brianna Burgess had a great second 100 there. You can see her push herself up into third at the 100 mark and the 150 mark there.
So we're now moving on to our medal winners for event 106, the girls 13 years 200 metre breaststroke. In first place from MLC Aquatic, Lily Koch. Our silver medalist from Aubrey Amateur, Sienna Tui. Our second Victorian from Ballarat Gold, Zoe Schneider. And our third Victorian from Nuttawading, Sally White. On the medal ceremony, we're just making sure that our visitors get our pre-engraved medal.
Exactly
because
right.
obviously they'll be leaving, whereas our Victorians, we can hand it back and get it back later. That's one of the great things about winning a medal at state champs is it got engraved with the event it is.
Yeah, exactly right.
So you can look back at it in 15
years
and you know what it's for.
Take a trip down memory lane. So moving on now to event.
So medal ceremony for event 107. This is the boys 13 years 200 metre breaststroke. Our gold medalist was Harry Heath from Nuttawading. Our silver medalist from Campbell Grammar, Nathan Nye. And our bronze medalist, Darwin Parathon, also from Nuttawading.
So boys 17-18, 200 metre freestyle now. In lane 0 from Nuttawading, Owen Williams Polly. In lane 1 from MLC Aquatic, Harry Hay. In lane 2 from MLC Aquatic, Riley Mitchell. In lane 3 from Nuttawading Swimming Club, Haruki Nakanishi. In lane 4 from Nuttawading also, Evan Chi. In lane 5 from Surrey Park, Oliver McKenzie. In lane 6 from Northwest Aquatic, Joshua Tulik. In lane 7 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Cameron McLeod. In lane 8 from Surrey Park, Makeo D. Tomasis. And in lane 9 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Tyler Theodore. All right, well, can we see anyone under the magical 150 here in this 2 free?
A lot of these boys, just about half an hour ago, swam their 100 butterfly final. So the backup is quite tight. So look to see those butterflies work those underwater dolphins nice and strongly.
Great starter here from Cameron McLeod in lane 7. He's going to lead through his first 25.
Neck and neck with Evan Chi over that first 25.
Great turn from Evan Chi there. You can see him break out past the wash of water that was coming through.
It's really important. There's a lot of wash when you come into the wall and out of the wall. So if you can stay about that 7 metres underwater, normally you get past all that big wash coming over that first 50.
So he's out in a 26.0 there, followed by Cameron McLeod in a 26.2 and Haruki Nakanishi there in a 26.4. So
he started to extend his lead ahead of his teammate, Haruki. And he's out to 3/4 of body length lead now.
Haruki Nakanishi is making a bit of a move up towards him here now.
We know that Haruki comes strong in the second part of his races with his 200 fly background. So Evan Chi does lead ahead of Haruki, and in third place, Joshua Tulloch.
It's a real fight, though, between Oliver McKenzie, Josh Tulik, and also there Haruki Nakanashi, though, between those three, and even Riley Mitchell as well. There's about four of them fighting it out for second, as Evan Cheese having it all to himself.
He's now 2 body lengths clear of the field as he heads towards the 150-metre turn. He turns through in a 1:22.39. In second place, we have Riley Mitchell, and with Haruki in third.
Well, Oliver McKenzie had a really strong third 50 there. He's probably put himself up into second place, and he's finishing really strong. I'd say in third is Riley Mitchell over there in lane 2, and he had a really good turn there, though. He might have put himself up into second place.
It's a very tight battle for that silver medal, but it will be Evan Chi who will take his state title out in a time of 1:51.28. And Riley Mitchell gets the touch
gets
for
it by
second.
0.001.
0.01 of a second ahead of Oliver McKenzie.
Oh, a great third and fourth 50 from Mitchell Riley there. He turned in about fourth or fifth at the 100 mark, and he really came home strong. So move on now, Nick, to event 110, the girls' 16-year-old 100 IM.
In lane 0, from Tiger Sharks, Jessica Proudlock. In lane 1, from Melton, Layla Mahfouz. In lane 2, from Jen Aquatic, Clara Seidel. In lane 3, from Traralgon, Molly Cargill. In lane 4, from MLC Aquatic, Alana Torrance. In lane 5, from Nuttawading, Dakota Mathers. In lane 6, from Melbourne Vic Centre, Sienna Shepherd. In lane 7, from Melbourne Vic Centre, Madeline Doyle. In lane 8, from Melbourne Swimming Club, Alexandra Southern. And in lane 9, from Bayside, Tamara Tshikuri. So this is all about executing 4 fantastic 25s, sprints with good skills.
Yeah, it pretty much is, isn't it? And we spoke about it yesterday. Like, you can take off so much time if you finish on your full stroke and you fly into your back. You nail that underwater.
And Sienna will lead after the underwater phase of this butterfly leg ahead of Alana Torrance, and they will touch neck and neck through this butterfly leg. Alana Torrance is coming out faster, but Sienna is longer, and they're still even through this backstroke leg as we head into the back to breast turn. Alana is the better breaststroke of those two, and she does turn first in 29.08 ahead of Sienna, with Madeline Doyle in third. Now look for the breaststrokers to make their move through the field. Expect Molly Cargill to come nice and strong.
Dakota Mathers is coming through now in the breaststroke leg. You can see her. She's going to pull up into second place, I think. But looks like Alana Torrance has got a solid lead as she heads into this freestyle leg now. Yep, Dakota Mathers is into second place now. And followed by Molly Cargill.
Molly Cargill pulled even with Sienna and Maddie, but Sienna and Maddie are coming strong in that freestyle leg in the battle for bronze. But it is going to be all Alana Torrance out in front in a 1:02.69. But Dakota Mathers in second, and Sienna Shepherd taking third.
Wow, what a great breaststroke that was from Dakota Mathers there. Was sitting in fifth into the turn at the 100 mark. Turns in second after the breaststroke.
Just used her strength to move through that field. So we're now doing our medal ceremony for event 108, the girls 17-18 200-metre freestyle. Our state champion and winner of the gold medal from Nuttawading, Isabella Boyd. In second place from Melbourne Swimming Club, Holly Neville. And in third place, with a strong second 100, from Surrey Park, Brianna Burgess.
And now into the boys' event 109, 200 freestyle medalists. In first place was Evan Chi from Nuttawading. In second place was from MLC was Riley Mitchell by .001. He touches out in third place. Oliver McKenzie from Surrey Park. All right, so the boys' 16-year-old 108 IM. So, in lane 0 from Tigers Sharks, we have Cooper Lambert. In lane 1, we have from Melbourne Vic Centre, Harvey Lark. In lane 2 from MLC, we have James Lewina. In lane 3 from Furbank Aquastars, we have Rio Hiyashi. In lane 4 from HC Swim Club, Daniel Shilcock. In lane 5 from CGEJS Aquatic, Alan Liang. In lane 6 from Haileybury Aquatic, Liam Malloy. In lane 7 from Surrey Park, Mitchell Stewart. In lane 8 from Caulfield Aquatics, William Allen. And in lane 9 from Surrey Park, Owen Warsham. All right, 425s against sprint with good skills, as you were saying, Nick. It's always a great event to watch. It's almost the best event to watch in swimming, to be honest.
So much action, so many
Jam-packed
changes
into
in such a short period of time. Fastest off the block in lane 3 is Rio Hayashi, but leading at the 15-metre mark will be Alan Liang in lane 5.
What a great underwater he had, a great breakout there.
He does touch first at the end of the butterfly, ahead of Rio Hayashi, with a nice tight battle for third.
Great underwater by Rio Hayashi.
So Rio is starting to move up alongside Alan
Daniel
Liang.
Shilcock now having a really good backstroke leg. Yep, he touches in front there, 26.49.
With Rio in second and Alan in third. So we move to the breaststroke leg, and all three of those boys going stroke for stroke. Now it's really important that they time their breaststroke to freestyle turn so they land on a full stroke to keep their momentum going.
Looks like Alan Liang's in front here as he comes into this freestyle. He had a really good breaststroke leg there.
And he's cleared out to half a body length lead over Daniel Shilcock.
He's
and Rio
breathing the wrong
Hayashi.
side though.
Their
coming
boys
down the
are
wall.
coming strong, but he's going to just hold on and touch it out.
57.41.
57.41. Head of Daniel Shilcock. Second Victorian Rio Hayashi. And third Victorian James Lewina.
Lewina, yeah. Well, it was interesting there that Alan Liang had a really good breaststroke. He was breathing the wrong side in the freestyle. He managed to hang on though. But you can see those boys were coming for it.
There's no time to think about where your opponents are.
Yeah.
So event 112, the girls' 15 years 100 metre individual medley. In lane 0 from MLC Aquatic, Amelia Blake. In lane 1 from Nuttawading, Tani Croynan. In lane 2 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Skylar Hay. In lane 3 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Sojun Huang. In lane 4 from Yarra Plenty, Emily Vulick. In lane 5 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Andrea Tolentino. In lane 6 from Surrey Park, Darby Wilkes. In lane 7 from Shepparton, Eric Shaw. In lane 8 from Nuttawading, Jessica Wilson. And in lane 9 from Sail Swim Club, Scarlett Travesky. So expect Emily and Andrea to lead after the underwater phase.
Good start there was from lane 4, Emily, as you were saying. Also a good starter here in lane 8 from Jessica Wilson by the look of things. So coming down the wall now, this first 25.
Very even through this first 25, with those centre 3 lanes probably be the ones who are taking it out. After a fantastic underwater, Andrea pulls just ahead in this backstroke leg over Emily and Sojun.
Also having a good she might be in second here after the backstroke.
So Andrea leads ahead of Emily and Sojun in third. We're down here in lane 8, Jessica Wilson.
Oh, looks like now Emily Vulic making a bit of a move in this breaststroke now. But
coming
also
strong, Skylar Hay over in lane 2.
She's coming
through.
through.
Making a charge as well. It's very tight towards the end of this breaststroke.
I think Vulic will lead through.
Lead just ahead of Skylar Hay. So a 1-2 currently from Yarra Plenty. Will they be able to hold on to this into the freestyle leg? Emily
she looks like she's going to hang on here.
Is clear of the field, and her teammate is coming home, but it's not going to overtake her.
104.6.
So Emily takes it ahead of Skylar, with Sojun Huang in third.
That was a really good breaststroke lead there from Emily Vulic. She's separated away from the back. You can see how important is that breaststroke lead that you can get off that turn into the freestyle.
You spend the longest in that breaststroke leg, so there's more opportunity to make a difference.
Yep.
As we now move on to the medal ceremony for event 110, the girls 16 years, 100-metre individual medley. Our winner from MLC, Alana Torrance. In second place from Nunawading and winner of the silver medal, Dakota Mathers. And our bronze medalist from Melbourne Vic Centre, Sienna Shepherd.
All right, so move on now. Medalists from events 111. The boys' 16-year-old 100-metre individual medley. In first place was Alan Liang from CGGS. In second place from HC Swim Club was Daniel Shilcock. Now he was a visitor. So second Victoria was actually Rio Hiyashi from Furbank Aquastars. And in third place was James Luina from MLC.
So our finalists for event 113, the boys 15 years, 100-metre individual medley. In lane 0 from Nunawading, Ethan Ravensdale. In lane 1 from
Got a bit of a
Geelong,
duck in his
Tian
hand
Holman.
there.
In lane 2 from Haileybury Aquatic, Jake Ridley. In lane 3 from Doncaster Templestowe, Charlie McKenzie. In lane 4 from Nunawading, Une Geisler. In lane 5 from Traralgon, Ashley Nichols. In lane 6 from Nunawading, Brian Zhang. In lane 7 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Felix Dressel de Bruin. In lane 8 from Ballarat Gold, Edward Meddings. And in lane 9 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Thomas Sutherland.
Now, Nick, I noticed something pretty funny there. Tiema Holman had a rubber duck in his hand. Must be a bit of an inside joke with a few lads before he gets up to race here. But don't mind if you a bit of flair before they race. Now, it does look like Thomas Sutherland is not in this one in lane 9. So we haven't got a no swim there, which is a bit disappointing.
But Edward Meddings is leading the opening 25, just ahead of Ashley Nichols and Une Geisler.
It was Dressel de Bruin, I think.
It was Dressel de Bruin, sorry.
Yeah,
yes.
Yep. Ashley Nichols now moving through. Or Une Geisler. No, it'll be Ashley Nichols just in front here, is ahead of the breaststroke.
With Jan over in lane 1, holding in third place as we move into our breaststroke leg. Brian
this is
Zhang had a
really tight
good
between
turn.
these two, though. Nichols just in front. Oh, this is...
And moving into third in lane 3 is Charlie McKenzie.
Oh, I think Nichols is going to hang on and take this one out here. Had a really good breaststroke turn into that freestyle. 57.3. Takes over Une Geisler at 58.4. Followed by Charlie McKenzie in a 1003. So move on now to event 114, Nick. Girls 14-year-old 100-metre backstroke. There's that record name we spoke about from your generation, Hayley Baker.
I think that's being a bit mean to Hayley. Hayley is about 5 years younger than me.
Is she 5 years younger? Okay. There you go. So I guess you could tell her, about your experiences pre-MSAC days.
We don't need to talk about the back in the olden days.
Pre-touchpad days.
Some swimmers wouldn't even know there's a wall behind these touchpads.
Yeah.
We're just having the timekeepers help adjust our backstroke ledges before we do the introductions here in event 114.
Sort of a moment to take our breath, isn't it? It's been a jam-packed night so far. Pretty quick in between these races.
We're just having a couple of issues with our ledges that we're trying to resolve. So in this 100 backstroke, we're going to look for these girls to really make sure they're using all of the walls, getting good distance off the water and coming up with speed out of those turns. So no, I don't want to go an extra couple of metres if you then have to come up and gasp for breath. So introducing the finalists for event 114, the girls 14 years 100 metre backstroke. In lane 0 from MLC Aquatic, Charles Sigelbrewer. In lane 1 from Shepparton, Kira Shaw. In lane 2 from MLC Aquatic, Bella Murchie. In lane 3 from Northwest Aquatic, Emily Tulloch. In lane 4 from Swimland Swimclad, Michaela Larkin. In lane 5 from Geelong Swimming Club, Brooke Briscoe. In lane 6 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Sion Kinzet. In lane 7 from PLC Aquatic, Tiffany Lamb. In lane 8 from Bayside, Sienna Barco. And in lane 9 from Geelong, Sarah Pravilli.
Yes, as you're saying, it's really important to utilise those turns, but then if the turns, that underwaters aren't your strength and you can lose your breath and fatigue really quickly, it's about finding that happy medium between not popping up after the wall, but going underwater and breaking out past that wash that hits the wall. You can see how high Briscoe gets out of the water there off that start. She had a really good start there.
Really nice even start across the field there.
So it might be Michaela Larkin in front at the turn.
Bella Murchie probably just leads from Michaela, but getting the better of the turns was Michaela and Brooke.
Yeah,
those two have started to clear out just ahead of Bella.
Brooke Briscoe's had a really strong second 25 here, and I think she's going to lead through at the 50 mark.
She does just ahead of Michaela with Bella Murchie in third.
Great turn again from Briscoe as well.
Also with a good turn in lane 3, Emily Tulloch has now moved up alongside Bella Murchie in that battle for the minor medals.
Emily Tulloch is coming through really hard. She's got herself up into third.
Brooke Briscoe will lead as they emerge from the underwaters on that final turn. She's out to half a body length lead over Michaela Larkin with Emily Tulloch
and it's a
just now into third.
Yeah, it's a fight for third. It looks like Tulloch's going to get her hand on the wall.
So Brooke Briscoe is going to take this out in a time of 104.75 ahead of Michaela Larkin and Emily Tulloch in third.
There's a fast swim there. Brooke Briscoe's skills are really good there. You can see her work those turns, every single wall. And we're going to do some medals now from event 112. The girls' 15-year-old 100-metre IM. In first place from EC Waves. Sorry, Yarra Plenty Waves, I should say. Emily Vulich, that's their old name. I was using their old name. In second place, Yarra Plenty Waves was Skylar Hay, her teammate there. So the two teammates, 1 and 2. And in third place from Melbourne Swimming Club, Sojin Huang. Yeah, I called, the Yarra Plenty Waves team. I called you guys EC Waves, which is the old name. Showing my age, I think, there.
It's hard to get out of old habits.
It is. I've called them EC Waves for a very long time.
It looks like very experienced podium athletes there, knowing how to pose for the camera. As we move on to the boys, event 113, 15 years, 100-metre individual medley medal ceremony. Winner of our gold medal from Traralgon, Ashley Nichols. Winner of our silver medal from Nuttawading, Une Geisler.
She's got a nice mullet there too, Ashley Nichols. I like it. Business at the front, party out the back.
And in third place, and winner of our bronze medal from Doncaster Templestowe, Charlie McKenzie.
It's good to see we've got Mrs. Kinder on the mic tonight doing our announcing alongside us. She has been missing all week. So we move on to event 115, the boys' 14-year-old 100-metre backstroke in lane 0 from Warrnambool Swimming Club, Drew De Silva Smith. In lane 1 from Nuttawading Swimming Club, Xavier Aguirre. In lane 2 from Kangaroo Flat, Cody Bird. In lane 3 from Nunawading Swimming Club, Eric He. In lane 4 from Surrey Park Swimming Club, George Huang. In lane 5 from Bendigo East, Henry Allen. In lane 6 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Jack Jones. In lane 7 from Camberwell Grammar Aquatic, Rick Shen. In lane 8 from Ballarat Gold, Charles Snare. And in lane 9 from Camberwell Grammar Aquatic, James Cagano. Bit of a huge cheer there for Rick Shen. Might be a bit of a cult hero down there, I think.
No, it is Peter Behrens. Is the late
sorry,
replacement
Peter
in there.
Behrens. Sorry, yeah, my bad. Peter Behrens is replaced.
He was one of our emergencies, so he's getting a swim here.
Sorry, yep. You see the whole Melton team. It's the Melton team are getting behind him here. Peter Behrens has made it to the final.
As we just have a couple of issues with our backstroke ledge in lane 6, so we'll reset that so all boys can have a fair start.
And we're almost ready to go.
We do look set now.
Well, we've spoken a little bit about George Huang in lane 4. The Haggerty's underwaters are here, and that one was no exception. Look at that, breaking out right at almost the 15.
And gained half the body length over the field just in that first 15 metres.
What a first 25 that was. You can see him here. Let's see how far he does he go. Past 10 metres? He does. Easily
Comes up
past
on the
10.
12.5 metre mark, with Henry Allen now in second, just ahead of Eric He in third, and close behind.
Wow, out there 27.7. He's going out really quick here. He went 101.46 this morning. He has every chance to go under the minute here in this 100-metre backstroke.
He's keeping his tempo nice and high.
He looks relaxed.
Being soft on those legs so he can really work his underwaters.
Look at that. He's still doing 8 or 9 kicks off the wall. He's still got to 10 metres off that last turn.
So
This has
Henry
been a
Allen
great
has now
race.
moved into second, just ahead of Eric He in that battle for second and third. But
Wow.
it is all about George. And George takes it out
57-1. What a swim.
On the finish. Oh, Henry Allen just gets the touch ahead of Eric He
Wow.
in the battle for the minors.
That was almost swim of the night, that. How fast he just went there. Those turns were awesome. Almost 10 to 12 minutes off every single wall. And he looked pretty happy about it too, George.
So introducing the finalists for event 116, the girls 13 years 50-metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Ballarat, Ava Candy. In lane 1 from DVE Aquatic, Rihanna Chen. In lane 2 from MLC Aquatic, Millie Dodd. In lane 3 from Haileybury, Alana McDuff. In lane 4 from St Leonard's, Annie Steele. In lane 5 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Sophie Jacker. In lane 6 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Elizabeth Mack. In lane 7 from MLC Aquatic, Lily Koch. In lane 8 from Loretto Aquatic, Allegra Gattino. And in lane 9 from Loretto Aquatic, Abby Hogg.
All right, splash and dash, Nick. Barely letting him breathe. This is over with a click of your finger. 50 freestyle.
Expect a nice tight race here.
Looks like a good start here from lane 7. I think it was Lily Koch.
She will lead
Probably
through
the
the
best
first
start.
15. Coming up, though, now is Elizabeth Mack on her
Yeah.
inside and Sophie
It's
Jacker
so even,
with
though.
Annie Steele also turning in the equal lead. Annie gets the best of the turns, as well as Lily Koch, and those two are just ahead of the field. Annie Steele
Annie
is now
Steele
starting
pulling
to clear
away now,
out,
though.
and she's going to take this out. It's a nice tight battle for second, but
She's
Annie
gonna win
takes
this
it out
easily
in
in
a
the
time of 26.97
26.9.
ahead of Sophie Jacker in second and Alana McDuff
Well,
in third.
anytime you see a 13-year-old going under 27 and a 53, you know they're going fast. That was a great swim there, 26.97. So medalists now from event 114. The girls 14-year 100-metre backstroke. In first place from Geelong Swimming Club, Brooke Briscoe. In second place from Swimland, Michaela Larkin. And in third place from Northwest Aquatic was Emily Tulich. Well, we just dropped the medal. We've got the Prez on deck now, Nick.
So we're now going to move along to our event 150, the boys 14 years 100-metre backstroke medal ceremony. Our winner from Surrey Park, George Huang, in that fantastic swim. In second place from Bendigo East, Henry Allen. And winner of the bronze medal from Nunawading Swimming Club, Eric He. Congratulations, boys.
So move on now to the boys 13-year-old 50-metre freestyle, fit 117. So in lane 0 from Furbank Aquastars, we have William Tan. In lane 1 from MLC Aquatic, we have Alexander Hay. In lane 2 from Nunawading Swimming Club, Tharwin Prahom. In lane 3 from South Gippsland, Zachary Shahira. In lane 4 from Albury North Lavington, Archie Kreutzberger. In lane 5 from Nunawading, Harry Heath. In lane 6 from MLC Aquatic, George Z. In lane 7 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Adonis Geotopoulos. In lane 8 from Loretto Aquatic, Aston Skabiris. And in lane 9 from Canberra Grammar, Maximilian Choya. Alrighty, hopefully we can see a few guys in that 25-second range, maybe even a 24-point, who knows.
So Archie led through this morning with a 25.35. We always know the Kreutzbergers get off to a good start. And he looks like he's done the same here. Out to an early lead. Darwin also getting off to a good start over in lane 2.
Harry Heath spent a long time underwater, but he's made up some ground now here as he comes into the turn. He's probably got himself up in the third. But wow, Archie Kreutzberger is pulling away here.
Harry's
coming at it.
To second. So Archie takes it out at
25-1-3
ahead of Harry Heath in second.
Gives us the
Darwin
fist pump
too.
He's happy with it.
And our third Victorian will be George Z.
He looks happy about that one, Nick.
Very fast swimming there from the boys. So introducing the finalists for event 119, the girls 17-18 100-metre individual medley. In lane 0 from Surrey Park, Jess Lim. In lane 1 from MLC Aquatic, Chloe Millard. In lane 2 from Geelong Swimming Club, Nicole Briscoe. In lane 3 from Nunawading Swimming Club, Chantel Underwood. In lane 4 from MLC Aquatic, Charlie Millard. In lane 5 from Bayside, Paris Burlock. In lane 6 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Charlize Booner. In lane 7 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Amelia Kichario. In lane 8 from MLC Aquatic, Kiara Welsh. And in lane 9 from Nunawading, Tara Barnwell.
Alrighty, 100 IM here, bit of fun again, we love it.
So look for Paris to be out fast in this opening 50.
She does lead him through here. What a powerful start it was. And although Blake Miller there in the middle there, or Charlie as she's known, coming through, she's probably going to lead through that first 25.
Neither of these girls really have a
good
weak
underwater.
stroke.
there for
And so
Millard.
they will look like they'll capitalise on all four of their strokes, but fantastic underwater from Charlie Millard. And she's going to turn first at the 50 in a 28.15 ahead of Paris
Nice and fast.
with Nicole Briscoe in third.
Well, we know Charlie's a great breaststroker too, so you expect her to really, increase her lead in this breaststroke leg here. She's accelerating away now from Paris Burlock as we're coming down this last turn.
She's now a body length clear of Paris with Nicole comfortably in third, but swimming well over this side, Charlie's Boomer and Amelia were challenging for that third place, with Chantel Underwood also coming strong. But it is all Charlie Millard taking out a 102.97, ahead of Paris in second and Nicole in third.
Familiar names, isn't it? Familiar names that we call here in these sort of events. As we move on now to event 120, the boys 17, 18, 100 metre IM. Have a look at that record there, Nick, by David Schlitt, 54.5. Reckon someone can get close to that?
So we're going to head back to our medal winners in event 116, the girls 13 years 50 metre freestyle. Our state champion and gold medalist from St Leonard's, Annie Steele. In second place from Melbourne Swimming Club, Sophie Jacker. And in third place from Haileybury Aquatic, Alana McDuff. Congratulations, girls. We'll now move on to a medal ceremony for event 117, which is our boys 13 years 50 metre freestyle. In first place, a visitor from Albury North Lavington, Archie Kruisberger. In first Victorian from Nuttawatting, Harry Heath. The second Victorian, Darwin Parathon for our second Victorian and winner of the silver medal. And then in third Victorian, George Z from MLC Aquatic.
So move on now to event 120, the boys 17, 18, 100 IM. And in lane 0 from MLC, Matteo Rossi Hunt. In lane 1 from Caulfield Aquatics, William Manotoliasis. In lane 2 from Bayside, Lewis Ainley. In lane 3 from Warrigal, Callum Halloran Lavelle. In lane 4 from Nunawading, Yanning Zhang. In lane 5 from DBE, Alex Basile. In lane 6 from Nunawading, Jason Llewellyn. In lane 7, also from Nunawading, Samuel Keenan. In lane 8 from Arteminas Aquatics, Joshua Gomes. And in lane 9 from MLC Aquatic, Toby McCormish.
A number of those boys look very excited about this 100 IM. Watch for Yanning's underwaters off the start here.
Yeah, we've spoken a bit about it, haven't we, the last few days, how powerful he is off the dive and off the turns.
So Yanning is in lane 4. And he comes up right at that 15-metre mark in the lead.
Though, Callum Halloran Lavelle had a great start too.
Yanning will lead through the first 25, ahead of Callum and Louis Ainley in third. So Yanning makes the most of those second underwater, and he's extended his lead out to half a body length.
Lewis Ainley there in lane 2, also having a really good swim. He's going to touch in third. Yeah, there you are in a 25.5.
So we move down to our breaststroke leg and wait for the breaststrokers to make a move here. And Callum is starting
to Lavelle is making a move.
Challenge Yanning in this breaststroke leg. He's reduced the margin back to half a body length as they turn into the freestyle leg, with Louis Ainley still in third. But coming strong in lane 4.
Well, Callum Lavelle is taking it to him here, but Yanning Zane's going to hang on and take it out here.
So Yanning comes in to win in a time of 55.34, ahead of Callum, and Alex Bassel getting the touch for third.
Well, you just saw his underwaters, how good they were. Probably the difference in the end.
Nice quick time there from Yanning Introducing the finalists in event 121, the girls 16 years 200 metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Surrey Park, Ella Will. In lane 1 from Bendigo East, Vida Hayes. In lane 2 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Madeline Doyle. In lane 3 from MLC Aquatic, Amrita Subramanian. In lane 4 from Haileybury Aquatic, Mia Yo. In lane 5 from Melton, Layla Mahfouz. In lane 6 from Traralgon, Molly Cargill. In lane 7 from Campbell Grammar Aquatic, Isabella King. In lane 8 is no one.
I don't think we have anyone.
And that is it. So we do not have our lane 8 and 9 swimmers.
They've decided to pull out.
It was a time final. They didn't swim this morning in the heat session.
Yeah. I think sometimes if you can avoid swimming two flies, you take that opportunity. Good
Avoid
start out
swimming
here.
200 fly.
Yeah. Good start out here from Molly Cargill, but looks like Amrita Subramanian is going to take out this first 25. Probably a bit long on the touch there.
And that meant Mia Yo was able to move through and take the early lead.
You see Mia Yo looking really relaxed here. Not forcing it early on. Looks nice and quick with the breath as well.
She'll turn through the 50 first in 30.52, ahead of Layla Mahfouz and Amrita Subramanian.
Good underwater from Mia Yo there as well. Went about 10 metres off that wall. Hold that streamline, a couple of powerful kicks.
She's just keeping that tempo nice and high, but nice and relaxed.
It looks consistent at the moment. We'll see. She split that first 15-30. Let's see what she comes here at this second 50. So alongside of though, Layla Mahfouz is having a good second 50.
Yeah, Layla's not going any further away from Mia as they approach the 100-metre turn. Mia turns first in 105.5, ahead
34.
of Layla, and now moving into third is Isabella King down here in lane 7.
Splitting that one at about 34, 35. Out closest to us also, Nick, it looks like Isabella King having a good swim. She's probably got herself into that third position now in this third 50.
So Mia still continues to have that body length lead over for Layla, with Isabel in third, just ahead of Molly Cargill in her eyes. Those girls over this side of the pool have moved clear of this battle over the far side of the pool between Madeline Doyle and Amrita Subramanian.
I think she's increased her lead here, Mia. That was a really strong third 50. She split that in about a 36, 37.
So the battle for second, third, fourth is nice and tight. Layla is just a body length and a half behind.
I was about to say, Molly Cargill having a really good last 50 here. She's probably got herself into third. And Layla Mahfouz is actually gaining on Mia Yo here. I'm not sure she's going to have enough room to reel her in, or maybe she does.
She landed on a nice full stroke on that last turn.
Here we go. She's coming home really strong here. This is going to come down the last 10 metres. Layla's catching it every single stroke. This is going to be in touch. I think Layla's going to get her on the wall here. Coming in.
She's landing on a full stroke. Layla takes it out. Mia in second. And a great battle for third. Goes to the touch with Molly Cargill just winning.
What a swim. Layla Mahfouz came from nowhere in that last 50. It's almost race of the night, that.
Battles all round in that race of the Turner Butterfly.
Credit to Mia Yo too, attacking that first 150, trying to hang on. Layla Mahfouz gets her in the last 25. It was a great last turn from Layla Mahfouz. You saw her hit on that full stroke and explode off the wall here.
As we move on to the medal ceremony for event 119, the girls 17-18 100-metre individual medley. In winner of the gold medalist from MLC Aquatic, Charlie Millard. Being presented her medal by her older brother Noah Millard. In silver from Bayside, Paris Burlock. And in third place from Geelong, Nicole Briscoe. Nice family moment on the podium there.
Yeah, big Noah back in town. He heads back to America soon for college.
So now we are moving on to our medal ceremony for event 120, the boys 17-18 100-metre individual medley. Yanning is the gold medalist and state champion, and with a fantastic swim. taking it out ahead of the silver medalist, Callum Lavelle. And in third place from DVE, Alex Bazil.
All right, event 122 here, the boys 16-year-old 200-metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Halebury, Tommy Lane. In lane 1 from Surrey Park, Daniel Chivaterizi. In lane 2 from Cheltenham Amateur Swimming Club, Xavier Carney. In lane 3 from Tiger Sharks, Tyler Norton. In lane 4 from Furbank Aquastars, Rio Hayashi. In lane 5 from MLC, Mayan Baskar. In lane 6 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Harvey Lark. In lane 7 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Ahmed Algamel. In lane 8 from Nunawading Swimming Club, Ziyu Song. And in lane 9 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Samuel Scudola. All righty, Nick, and well, that last two fly was awesome. Let's see if this one can be just as good.
And that's why the pacing in the 200 butterfly is so important. If you get it right, it remains just like any of the other 200s. As soon as you get it wrong, it starts to hurt. And that last 50 can take an hour.
I was liking it to, it feels like a piano's being dropped on your back. Out nice and strong, though. Looks like it's Harvey Lark. Good turn, though, from Rio Hayashi.
Yeah, so those three boys, Rio,
Ryan,
and Harvey, all lead through this opening 50, and Rio's extended his lead after that underwater phase as we approach the 50-metre turn. So Rio is going to lead through this first 50 to 28.11 ahead of Harvey Lark, and moving into third, Tyler Norton.
I will mention this morning, Rio looks like he really back-ended the two fly pretty comfortably. So looking like he's attacking this first 100 means that he may have a lot in store for us tonight. He's in front there, and Harvey Lark looks like he's in second.
So Harvey hasn't dropped any further behind Rio in this second 50, with Mayan consolidating his third position. So Rio's now out to a body length lead at the 100 and turns first in 1:00.08 ahead of Harvey, and Mayan in third, with Tyler in fourth and Xavier in fifth.
Harvey Lark's definitely not going away here. He's staying with him. He's maintaining that sort of distance, about a body length.
Now it's all about keeping that tempo going through this all-important third 50, and Rio lands on a full stroke into that turn, whereas Harvey had to make a small adjustment into that turn.
Really good underwaters again from Rio Hayashi. They're out to 8-9 metres off every single wall. You see the other boys are starting to fatigue a little bit. Their turns have become a little bit more sloppy, not getting as much distance.
A little bit long on that last wall at the 150 turn, but he leads by 2.5 seconds over Harvey Lark, with Mayan in third. So Rio's doing a really good job at keeping that tempo nice and consistent. This is what it looked like in the opening 25, and he's moving now into his final 25.
Yeah, he's increasing his lead with each stroke now. You can see it. Look at that underwater again. He's getting about 8 or 9 metres again. And you can see also Harvey Lark is staying in second. He stayed second the whole time. Looks like Mayan Baskar is going to try and hang on for third. He's starting to fatigue, although out wide over there from Cheltenham. Looks like Xavier Carney.
So Rio Hayashi takes it out in a 2:05.63. Harvey Lark in second, and holding on for third, Mayan Baskar.
He does hang on in the end. You can see out wide there, Xavier Carney finishing really strong there, 2:12.
Yeah, Xavier is known for his strong finishes, and he certainly showed that there. Introducing the finalists in event 123, the girls' 15 years 200-metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Geelong Swimming Club, Sarah Steinman. In lane 1 from Ivanhoe Aquapower, Alana Atlas. And lane 2 from MLC Aquatic, Stella Stellamone. In lane 3 from Ivanhoe Aquapower, Hannah Chan. In lane 4 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Giselle Davey. In lane 5 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Sojin Huang. In lane 6 from Nunawading, Olivia Bartlett. In lane 7 from Halebury Aquatic, Greta Seville. In lane 8 from Ballarat Gold, Sky Lamb. And in lane 9 from Surrey Park, Jolene Lim. So this was a rip-roarer of a battle to make the final. We only had 11 athletes contest the heat.
So you were speaking about this morning,
But it was
0.01
of a second between 10th and 11th.
Who was that battle between to get into this final?
That was between Jolene, and unfortunately Hannah was the unlucky one to miss out. So fantastic start as expected from Giselle Davey, and she will lead through this opening 25 by 3/4 of body length over Stella Simone in lane 2 and Sojin Huang in lane 5.
Yeah, what a great first 50 this is going to be, setting herself up nicely in this final. We've spoken all week about how good her underwaters are and skills off each turn. Multiple events too. But look at that, couple of kicks.
So Sojin has now moved into second with the Olivia Bartlett in third.
Well, Sojin Huang is taking it up to Giselle here. She's not that far off, about a body length. And we saw what happened in the 200 butterfly previously. You can make up ground pretty quickly.
What Sojin does really well is she, throughout her races, she paces them nice and consistently.
Yeah.
So expect that Sojin won't go away. Giselle is going to have to make sure she puts
Hangs
together
on.
a good swim to keep her behind her. So Giselle will lead through this 100 in a 104.13. Sojin 2 seconds behind, and Olivia Bartlett still maintaining third place, just ahead of Sky.
Well, Giselle had a really good breakout there into this third 50. So she's maintaining her lead. Sojin hasn't quite reeled her in enough in this third 50 just yet. I mean, there's another 25 to go, so we'll see.
They both hit those turns nicely on a full stroke to keep the momentum going. And now moving back into third is Stella Salamone over in lane 2.
Yeah, tight battle for third, really, but
Giselle
eyes are in the middle of the
leads
pool right now.
by now 3 seconds over Sojin. And Stella's putting together a really good third 50 and has pulled clear of Olivia Bartlett. So Giselle maintains her 2 body length lead as she approaches the 175 metre turn.
Sojin's having a good last 50 though. She has caught her up a little bit.
But Giselle is in control here and is going to take out the state title here in the 15 years girls 200 metre butterfly. As she comes under the flags with 5 metres to swim. And she comes into touch in a time of 2:16.81.
And it looks like
Sojin in second.
Hannah Chan coming through in
Hannah
third here
Chan,
from
really strong,
Power.
really strong second 100 from
Yeah,
Hannah.
what a great second 100 she's had. So she's going to take out the bronze here. She takes it out there in a 2:28.1.
It's good to see so many of our athletes swimming faster than they did in this morning's heat session.
The atmosphere of a final, especially when you're racing in 2 pools this morning, back-to-back-to-back events really quickly. It's pretty hard to get up and race super fast in the morning.
So we're now moving on to our medal ceremony for event 121. Our girls 16 years, 200 metre butterfly. In first place, from Melton, Layla Mahfouz. Just getting the touch ahead of Haileybury Aquatics, Mia Yo, who's our silver medalist. And our bronze medalist from Traralgon, Molly Cargill. That was a great race between Mia and Layla, with a battle not coming down to that final stroke to work out our winner.
Yeah, it was a cracking race. It's probably race of the night for mine.
So we're now moving on to our medal winners in event 122. The boys 16 years 200 metre butterfly. Our boys are just letting the girls have a little bit of a photo opportunity on the dais before they enter the podium. So our winner of the gold medal for our boys was Rio Hoashi from Furbank Aquastars. In second place from Melbourne Vic Centre, Harvey Lark. And in third place and winner of our bronze medal from MLC Aquatic, Mayan Baskar.
So move on now, event 124, the boys 15-year-old 200 metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Western Aquatic Academy, Dimitri Sorokolov. In lane 1 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Logan Brandy. In lane 2 from Haileybury Aquatic, Jake Ridley. In lane 3 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Andrew Ryland. In lane 4 from Albury North Lavington, Oscar Kreutzberger. In lane 5 from HC Swim Club, Ethan Jones. In lane 6 from Caulfield Aquatics, Nathan Swee. In lane 7 from Camberwell Grammar Aquatic, Ryan Chung. In lane 8 from Ivanhoe Aquapower, Nicholas Highland. And in lane 9 from Casey Tiger Sharks, Riley Cunningham.
So we're just having a little bit of a
rest.
Tough person's events
We
now
are.
for these 200 butterflies.
The Lionheart events, I'd call them.
Expect the Kreutzberger to be leading as they do through the first 15 metres of all their races. And once again, they're in the lead, but Ethan Jones and
Really
Andrew Ryland not giving him his own race.
Really, really tight first 25 there. Really good underwater, though, from Nathan Quay there in lane 6.
So as we come into the first 50 touch,
Will be Nathan. Our
We have
touchpads are not working.
no
here.
screen, but 28.60 was the leading time.
Hang on, have we updated? We have updated. We're back on screen here. Looks like Oscar Kreutzberger is starting to move through here in this third 25.
And he gets the better of the turns. He landed on a full stroke, whereas Nathan had to do a little bit of a glide into that wall. Nathan stays under the water longer, and they both come
Andrew
up.
Ryland had a really good turn.
So Oscar Kreutzberger's now pulled half a body in clear of that really tight battle for second. With Andrew Ryland getting in and out of that wall nice and quickly ahead of Ethan Jones.
Yeah, it's a bit of a battle now in that middle of the pool between those 3 or 4 swimmers looking for second as Oscar Kreutzberger starting to pull away here in this all-important third 50.
Ethan Jones has now recaptured second place ahead of Andrew Ryland, who is our leading Victorian, with Nathan in second place as a Victorian, and over in lane 2, Jake Ridley, the third Victorian.
Probably a little bit long on that wall there into this last turn, but a really good underwater, and he's broken out here. And he's increasing that lead out to about 2 seconds now, 2.5 seconds over Ethan Jones, followed by Andrew Ryland. So Andrew Ryland's going to watch alongside of here, though.
Nice
Jake
and
Ridley's coming.
strongly in lane 2 is Jake, and he's starting to make ground in this final 50.
He's looking at a medal here. Oscar Kreutzberger, though.
So our 2 visitors out in front are going to finish first
1
and
and 2.
second. So Oscar takes this out in a 2:07.78.
2:07.
Ahead of Ethan. Tight battle for the first Victorian, but strong last 50 from Jake Ridley to get over the top and take it.
2:09.
Ahead of second Victorian, Andrew Ryland, and third Victorian, Nathan, down here in lane 6.
So we have 5 medalists in that one, Nick.
As we did in the previous 15-year-old boys age group. So a couple of those 15-year-old
So
boys
quickly,
about
mate.
5 medalists.
Make mention here, Hamish McDougall got the Victorian age record there of 2:01. He's now coaching at Surrey Park.
So introducing our finalists in event 125, the girls 14 years, 200-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from MLC Aquatic, Zoe McKenna. In lane 1 from Peninsula, Julia Skipkovic. In lane 2 from Swimland, Michaela Larkin. In lane 3 from MLC Aquatic, Kate Luina. In lane 4 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Romy Hurt. In lane 5 from South Gippsland Bass, Rani Matheson. In lane 6 from Western Aquatic Academy, Tanami Murdoch. In lane 7 from Furbank Aquastars, Alicia Hanley. In lane 8 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Rose Vaughan. And lane 9 from Cheltenham Amateur, Kate Golby.
Alrighty, this 200 breaststroke is underway now. We've got a few of these tonight, the 200 breaststrokes.
Getting the best of the starts in lane 4 and
Romy
lane
Hurt.
7. Romy Hurd and closely followed by Alicia Hanley. Romy's now extended her lead, and moving into second is Kate Lewina, with Alicia touching third at the first 25. So Romy's now pulled out to almost a 2 body length lead in this opening 50. If you looked at the times that they swam this morning, that's no surprise. Romy was our fastest qualifier by 4.5 seconds. So she turns first in 34.64, with Rani Matheson moving into second and Kate Lewina in third.
They should be looking to try and go well under 240 tonight. You're thinking going out to 34, she's giving herself every opportunity to do that now. And really tight battle, though, for second between Matheson, as you were saying, and Kate Lewina there. They're probably going to touch. Yeah, no, it will be Matheson in front slightly. And a good battle there between Murdoch and Hanley as well.
So Romy has extended out to 2.5 body length lead through this second 50 and is coming into the 100-metre turn. So Romy's keeping that stroke nice and long and powerful as she touches here at the 100 in a 1:14.28.
1:14. So she's definitely on track here to go under
with
240.
Kate Lewina back into second, just ahead of Rani Matheson. Tsunami currently holding down fourth, with moving into fifth over in lane 1, Julius Kikovic. So Romy's extended her lead out in front to over 5 metres clear of that nice tight battle between Kate and Rani. In this third 50, Romy is looking fantastic and is keeping that stroke nice and long and really driving forward off her legs and staying nice and tall and tight with her arms.
This is a really good battle, though, between Kate Lewina and Matheson. Rani Matheson there in lanes 3 and 5. They're battling out. It's going to be a dogfight between those two. Just 0.4 of a second separating those two for second and third. But Romy Hurd, this is her race to lose from here.
She's out by about 8 metres now as she approaches the final turn. Kate has started to pull clear of Rani in that battle for second and third, with a nice tight battle for fourth between Tanami, Alicia, Michaela and Julia.
All right, we could be looking at a time here around that 2:37, 2:38 mark, around that time. But as you can see, Kate Lewina has taken off here, and she's going to pick up second. 2:37.5. She's got a lot quicker this morning.
So really good swim by Romy. Kate Lewina is going to come in and take the silver medal out, followed by Rani Matheson for the bronze. Nice tight battle for fourth developing, with Julia Skipkovic coming home strong and going to just hold on. No, Michaela Larkin gets the touch. Those 4 girls all within a second of each other in that battle for fourth place.
All right, I think we're going to do some medal presentations now, are we?
So announcing the medalists in event 123, our girls 15 years 200 metre butterfly. In first place, representing Melbourne Vic Centre and winning the gold medal, and our state champion, Giselle Davey. In second place, from Melbourne Swimming Club, and our silver medalist, Sojin Huang. And third place, from Ivanhoe Aqua Power, and our bronze medalist, Hannah Chan. Congratulations, girls. We'll now move on to our medal ceremony for event 124, which was our boys 15 years 200 metre butterfly. This is where we had our 5 medalists.
Yep. You want to go through those, Nick, for us, Nick?
Oscar Kreutzberger taking the gold medal from Albury North Lavington. Our second place finisher, Ethan Jones from HC Swim Club. Our first Victorian from Haileybury, Jake Ridley. Our second Victorian from Melbourne Vic Centre, Andrew Ryland. And our third Victorian from Caulfield, Nathan Quee. So congratulations to all 5 of those boys.
So event 126, boys 14-year-old 200 metre breaststroke finalists. In lane 0 from Seymour and District Amateur Club, Oliver Kingston. In lane 1 from Ivanhoe Aqua Power, Samuel Lee. In lane 2 from Ballarat Gold, Luke Gallagher. In lane 3 from Albury North Abington, Alessandro Vaccaro. In lane 4 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Lewis Cheng. In lane 5 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Max Hussey. In lane 6 from Melton Swimming Club, Mitchell Davies. In lane 7 from Surrey Park, William Lewis. In lane 8 from Camberwell Grammar, Zach Kandakis. And in lane 9 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Xavier Winnett. Oh, a bit of a boxing gloves there moment there from Xavier Winnett, was it? A little bit of shadow boxing, I think.
Getting excited.
Getting into the groove. I like to see it.
It's good to see someone do that before a 200 breaststroke.
You like to see that?
Before a 200 breaststroke.
Yeah.
Most people shy away from this 200 breaststroke.
Exactly right. I know I did. All righty, good start there from the middle of the pool. Looks like it was Max Hussey. And I think Max Hussey is going to lead through this first 25. He is followed by his teammate there, Louis Chen.
But pretty even through this opening 50 for those
Alessandro Vaccaro
first
as well.
5 boys in the middle of the pool. So as we go into the 50 turn, it will be Max who leads ahead of Louis and Mitchell in third.
Out in the 32, he's out nice and fast. Now this morning there's a couple of boys around that 233 to 235 range, but you'd expect Louis Chen, who at 230 this morning, he might start to pull away in this middle 100 now.
But Max Hussey is putting together a really good opening 100 and is out by 3/4 of body length over his teammate, Louis. Moving now into third is Alessandro, having a great battle with Mitchell Davies.
Yeah, well, he's still got a bit of a lead there by about half a second over his teammates. So they are 1 and 2, and Alessandro in third, followed by Mitch Davies there in fourth.
You can see Louis taking a sneaky peek over at his teammate in that opening stages of this third 50 as he tries to narrow the gap, but it's still remaining about that body length between those Melbourne
Hussey's
Swim
done a
Club
really
teammates.
good job of just holding on to it. He hasn't overrated yet either. He's kept the stroke nice and long. And if Louis Chen wants to win this, he's got a bit of work to do now to try and reel him in. It's a battle between these two.
So Max Hussey leads, Louis in second. Alessandro's consolidated his third place ahead of Mitchell Davies.
Well, can he reel him in here, or can Max Hussey hang on?
The margin is decreasing.
He's closing in on him. He is closing in on him. He
and
finished
Max
on a full
is starting
stroke.
to shorten up his stroke, but
and
did time it well to get on that full
stroke. It was a good
stroke.
split stroke, though, from Lewis Chen. He's coming through now. He's gaining on him. I don't think he's going to have enough room, though. I think Max is going to hang on and take it out. He is. It's been a gutsy swim. He's led from start to finish. He does. 2:26. That is a really fast time there. He's just taken off 7 seconds from this morning. Wow,
fantastic
what a swim.
With Alessandro getting third, and our third Victorian from Melton in lane 6.
What a great swim by
Mitch
both
Davies.
those boys. 2:26 to 2:27 there.
So we're now getting the backstroke ledges set up for our next event. As we get a chance to just have a quick breath. That backstroke leg setup time does allow us just to have a breath.
Yeah, I know. Well, that was a great race, though, by both those boys. 2:26 and 2:27 for 14-year-old boys. 200 breaststroke is really quick.
Yeah, fantastic swims by those boys. So introducing our finalists for event 127, the girls 13 years 100-metre backstroke. In lane 0 from Laverton Wyndham, Misha Nicholson. In lane 1 from MLC Aquatic, Grace Cox. In lane 2 from MLC Aquatic, Millie Dodd. In lane 3 from Haileybury Aquatic, Alana McDuff. In lane 4 from MLC Aquatic, Lily Koch. In lane 5 from Geelong Swimming Club, Jessie Steinem. In lane 6 from St Leonard's College Swimming, Annie Steele. In lane 7 from Nuttawading, Jacinta Guri. In lane 8 from Ballarat Gold, Zoe Schneider. And in lane 9 from Nuttawading, Olivia Mitchell.
I've called some of these names a fair bit, Nick. Lily Kosh, Jessie Steinman, Annie Steele, Alana McDuff. So Schneider, I think she won a medal as well tonight. So
one of my
familiar names.
Keys for swimmer of the meet, though, is actually Millie Dodd in lane 2, who I reckon has swum a personal best in every single event she's been in.
There you go. You'll notice there off the start how high Lily Kosh gets out of the water there. Right up out, gets the hips out as well.
And she does lead through this opening 25, just ahead of Jessie Steinem, with Alana McDuff in third. Jessie's taking it up to Lily in this
Jessie
second
Steinem
25.
had a really strong second 25 here.
Lily will lead through the 50 in a 31.32, ahead of
0.3.
Jessie and Alana McDuff in third.
0.3 of a second separating them. Good turn, though, from Lily Kosh. Just maintains that lead. Just keeps her at about half a body length.
Both girls keeping that stroke rate nice and high as we approach our final turn. And that still remains that half body length lead from Lily over Jessie. Staying down longer, Jessie, and really trying to increase that stroke rate over this last 25. But Lily looks like she will hold her off. A nice tight battle for third between
Jessie Steinem
Annie
is
Steele
finishing
and
really
Alana
strong.
McDuff.
She's on the wall. Oh!
Lily holds her off, takes it out in 104.65, ahead of Jessie Steinem and Alana McDuff
Jessie
in
Steinman's
third.
last 10 metres, she came from nowhere. She caught up half a body length in that last 15 metres.
It was a very strong finish by both of those girls, knocking some more time off entering that 104 range. So we're now moving on to our medal ceremony for event 125, our girls 14 years 200 metre breaststroke. In first place from Melbourne Swimming Club and our state champion and winner of the gold medal, Romy Hurt. In second place from MLC Aquatic, Kate Luina. And in third place and winner of our bronze medal from South Gippsland Bass, Rani Matheson. We'll now move on to our medal ceremony for event 126, which is our boys 14 years 200 metre breaststroke. In first place from Melbourne Swimming Club and our new state champion, Max Hussey. In second place, also from Melbourne Swimming Club, Louis Chen. And third place from Audrey North Lavington, Alessandro Vicaro. And our third Victorian from Melton, Mitchell Davies.
And so now we move on to event 128, the boys' 13-year-old 100-metre backstroke. And in lane 0 from Surrey Park, Andre Telacrio. In lane 1 from MLC Aquatic, George Z. In lane 2 from HC Swim Club, Eli Jones. In lane 3 from Nuttawading Swimming Club, Tharwan Prahom. In lane 4 also from Nuttawading, Lewis G. In lane 5 from Ballarat Gold, Oliver McCormack. In lane 6 from Albury North, Archie Kreutzberger. In lane 7 from Nuttawading, Lemuel Junasara. In lane 8 from Lilydale Swimming Club, Kynan Power. And in lane 9 from MLC, Alexander Hay. Alrighty. 100 backstroke here, Nick. Only got a couple of individual events left before we get to the relays soon.
We are closing in on the conclusion of action.
Yeah.
Okay, the boys all set here. Look at those different styles as they pull up. And we're away here with our 13-year-old boys in their 100 backstroke final.
Good underwater there from Lewis G in lane 4. You can see him in the middle of the pool now. Alongside him, his teammate, Darwin Braham. They're probably going to turn 1 and 2, and they do. Looks like Darwin Braham got the better of the underwaters, though.
Darwin has been really good on all his underwaters all weekend long.
Looks like Lewis G has a bit more speed across the top of the water, but Darwin's beating him off the underwaters off the turn.
So Lewis G leads ahead of Darwin with Eli Jones in third, and third Victorian, Jerusa.
Looks like Lewis G's pulling away now in his third 25. Out close to us here in lane 7 by the St. Lemuel Jusara. This is a bit of a battle now, though.
So Lewis G is now started to clear out to a body length lead for these last 5 metres, and we'll take the state tile out in a 102.07. Ahead of Darwin in second, Archie Kreutzberger in third, Eli Jones in fourth, but our third Victorian will go to Lemuel Jerusa.
So we move on now to event 129, the girls 17-18 200 metre breaststroke. So
introducing the finalists for event 129. Our girls 17-18 200 metre breaststroke. This was a time final. In lane 1 from Aubrey North Lavington, Annika Sorensen. In lane 2 from Traralgon, Eliza Watts. In lane 3 from Nunawading, Taylor Viney. In lane 4 from Surrey Park, Misha Wazowski. In lane 5 from MLC Aquatic, Charlie Millard. In lane 6 from South Gippsland Bass, Sophie McKenzie. In lane 7 from from Warrnambool, Michaela Bond. And in lane 8 from Geelong, Zoe Jennings.
Oh. Is that the Wiggles little signal there? I think it might have been from Zoe Jennings there.
So we have 8 swimmers here in this final for our 17, 18-year-old girls 200 metre breaststroke.
So you'd think eyes would be on Charlie Miller there from MLC in the middle of the pool in this 200.
Don't count out Misha. Misha does have the fastest entry time. But Charlie looks like she's going to get out nice and strong in this opening 25 and will lead by a body length over Misha and Taylor. So we'll notice here how Charlie's managing to keep that stroke really long, coming up nice and high, and then driving long and forward between each stroke.
You can see that drive shoots off that kick.
She turns first here in a 33.17, with Taylor Viney touching in second, ahead of Misha in third.
Now this morning went 2:35 in the heats. Now I think
these are our entry times.
Sorry, entry time.
They didn't have to swim. So some of these won't have swum a 200 breaststroke this season. So this could even be a long course entry time.
I mean, this could. I think Charlie's going to be going a little bit quicker than 2:35.
She's looking really strong through 75 metres and is out by 5 metres.
Look at the distance she's getting per stroke here, Nick. I mean, she's gliding 3-4 metres off each stroke.
Again, she's going to time it well. So nice full stroke on the turn.
1:10.
She turns in a 1:10.27. With Taylor Viney still holding on to second, just ahead of Misha. With Sophie McKenzie not out of the battle for those minor medals here in lane 6.
About 0.1 separating Misha and Taylor there for second and third. And it does look like Sophie is starting to move up alongside them now, just ever so slightly.
So Charlie continues to extend her lead and now out to an 8-metre lead through the 125-metre turn. Taylor holding on to second, just ahead of Misha. Charlie has looked the same throughout this 200 breaststroke,
really efficient,
keeping that stroke nice and long and nailing a full stroke on the wall again, turning first in a 1:49.03. Taylor has started to extend her lead in second, out to a half body length lead over Misha, as they also turn at the 150.
So it looks like Taylor Viney just broke away from Misha in that third 50 there, just put a little bit of distance on her. It's a comfortable lead for second now, and I think Misha's looking comfortable in third.
So Charlie working off that last turn, still getting 7.5 metres off that final split stroke.
Can she go under that 2:30 here, Nick?
It's going to be a really good swim. I think she's going to go well and truly under 2:30 as she tries to increase the rating in these last 5 metres to get her hands on the wall and touches in a 2:29.27.
What a fantastic
Taylor Viney
swim.
is going to take out second, and she comes into touch now in a 2:36 ahead of Misha Wabowski.
2:39. I mean, Charlie Millard there, wow, what a swim. You see the distance per stroke she gets, the efficiency per lap. She did that and she maintained it. Yeah.
In that second 100, we got a little bit shorter.
But still great distance though, wasn't it? And you can see like she maintained that throughout that 200.
Fantastic swim. And, you know, swimming sub 230 is a really good performance
really
in the
fast.
200 breaststroke. So we're moving on to our medal presentation for event 127. Our girls 13 years 100-metre backstroke. It was a fantastic race between our top two here. In first place, Lily Koch from MLC Aquatic. Just not quite getting over the top. From Geelong, Jessie Steiner, the really strong last 25 there by Jessie. And in third place from Haileybury Aquatic, Alana McDuff. So we're moving on to a second medal presentation now for event 128, our boys 13 years 100-metre backstroke. Our winner of the gold medal and state champion from Nuttawading, Lewis G. In second place, also from Nuttawading, Darwin Prarom. In third place, and our bronze medalist, Archie Kreutzberger. And third, Victorian, also from Nuttawading, so completing the Victorian trifecta, Lemuel Jerusa. Introducing the finalists for event 130, the boys 17-18 200-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from MLC Aquatic, Matteo Rossi Hunt. In lane 1 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Gabriella Cornwell. In lane 2 from Shepparton, Braden Wilson. In lane 3, Yarra Plenty Waves, Cameron McLeod. In lane 4 from Surrey Park, Isaac Ballinger. In lane 5 from MLC Aquatic, Sam Matheson. In lane 6 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, James Morrow. In lane 7, from Aquatic, Joshua Gomes. In lane 8 from Haileybury Aquatic, Troon Lee. In lane 9 from Ballarat Swimming Club, Zachary Meakin. Once again, Joshua Gomes from Artemis Aquatic having fun with the camera on the introductions. As our boys now are up on their blocks. So underway here in our final for our boys 17-18 200-metre breaststroke. A nice and even start with Joshua Gomes just getting the early lead down here in lane 7.
Isaac Ballinger had a really good heat this morning. The only guy under that 220 mark this morning at a 219. Next fastest was 225 with Sam Matheson. So you'd expect that Isaac Ballinger's going to take it out pretty quick. And close to us here in lane 7 also.
Yeah, so Isaac has now taken that lead from our early leader in Joshua Gomes. Those two turn 1 and 2, ahead of James Morrow in lane 6 in third.
Out to 30.9, so he's attacking the first 50 pretty well.
So again, we're watching here how long Isaac Ballinger can keep his stroke, and again, hits the wall on a full stroke to keep that momentum going through this turn.
Sam Matheson had a really good 25 there. I think he's actually pulled himself up into second place, and over out wide there, looks like Brandon Wilson having a good swim in lane 2. But out close to our side of the pool as well, James Morrow coming through in this second 50.
So Isaac Ballinger does lead in a 105.68, ahead of Sam Matheson and James Morrow in third. The battle for the minor places is really nice and tight.
Yeah.
Isaac has cleared out in front and does continue to lead by about a body length and a half.
Sam Matheson's not going away, though. He's still in this race at this point.
He's done a really good third 50, and he's consolidated second place, clearing a body length ahead of James Morrow and Joshua Gomes. So in this third 50, Isaac
James
Ballinger...
Morrow's comfortably in the third place now.
So Isaac Ballinger continues to lead through the 150 turn, ahead of Sam Matheson and James Morrow in third.
He probably just shortened up a little bit there, Isaac, into that last turn. A couple of shorter strokes. Needs to keep it nice and long in here as well as you get this last
Sometimes
50.
you need to do that to get a full stroke on the wall.
Yep.
So it's worth it, and he's done it again.
Here
as
we
he
go.
turns through the 170 mark, 5 mark, but James Morrow is coming nice and strong.
Morrow's coming
Sam
really strong
Matheson.
here. It's a dogfight for second between those two.
So Isaac Bellinger is going to take this out.
This is going to be a really quick time, by the way.
Right on Sam.
2:16.2.
So fantastic swim. James Morrow has moved back into second place, and he's going to take the silver.
He does.
ahead of
2:22,
Sam
ahead of
Matheson.
2:26. There you go. Well, Isaac went 3 seconds quicker than this morning. That was a really impressive swim.
Yeah, a number of those boys swimming a lot faster than they did in this morning's heat sessions.
Move on now to event 131, girls 16-year-old 100-metre breaststroke. And in lane 0 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Stephanie O'Donnell. In lane 1 from D5 Swimming Club, Zara Callan. In lane 2 from Nunawading, Dakota Mathers. In lane 3 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Darcy Lou Kershavel. In lane 4 from Nunawading Swimming Club, Madeline Hovarth. In lane 5 from MLC, Alana Torrance. In lane 6 from Tiger Sharks, Jessica Proudlock. In lane 7 from CGGS Aquatic, Emily Price. In lane 8 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Lila McNamara. And in lane 9 from Ballarat Gold, Madeline Pearce. A bit of a breaststroke session at the moment, Nick. We had a couple of breaststroke races. I'm not biased, but I do love watching the breaststroke.
Madeline Horvath looked really good this morning in the heat session, and we'll see if she can challenge that 110 mark in this evening's final. She does get out to a slight early lead, just ahead of Alana Torrance. And those two will touch first and second after the first 25. Again, working those good split strokes, coming up at that 8 metre mark. And she's just slightly extended that lead as we approach the 50 metre turn.
Good battle for third, though, between Jessica Proudlock and Darcy Lush Kershavel.
So Madeline leads through in a 32.56 ahead of Alana.
Dakota Mathers also up there as well.
So Madeline is out to a body length lead over
she's increasing
Alana,
it now.
and Alana is a body length clear of that nice tight battle for third between Darcy and Dakota in lane 3 and 2.
You can see Madeline Horvath as well here, starting to really accelerate and increase her rate here in this last 25. She's sitting nice and high in the water. You can see how quickly she shoots those hands forward. Really snaps into that next stroke nice and quick with a quick glide. She's going to take this one out here. All about the time. Is it under the 110? A bit longer to finish, 109.3.
With Alana Torrance in second and Darcy getting the touch for third.
So she's gone under that 110 there. 109.3 is a good swim. We've got a few medal presentations now, Nick.
So we're now moving on to our medal presentation for event 129, the girls 17-18 200-metre breaststroke. In first place and winner of our gold medal from MLC Aquatic, Charlie Millard.
And there's
once
Noah.
again being presented with the medal by her older brother.
Big Noah.
In second place from Nunawading, Taylor Viney. And winner of our bronze medal from Surrey Park, Misha Wabowski. As much as Charlie might not like to admit it, it is nice to be presented by a family.
I think so,
there.
yeah.
Maybe in
There you go,
in
they're
the
getting a
future,
photo together
she'll
now
reflect
as
on
well.
it. Oh, see, very nice. So we're now moving on to our medal ceremony for event 130, the boys 17-18 200-metre breaststroke.
Yeah, Isaac had a great swim there, didn't he? Led it from start
Isaac
to finish.
takes the gold medal out from Surrey Park. In second place from Western Melbourne Propulsion, James Morrow. And our winner of the bronze medal from MLC Aquatic, Sam Matheson.
I'm not sure Sam's there right now. So event 132, the boys 16-year 100-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from Tiger Sharks, Cooper Lambert. In lane 1 from Caulfield Aquatics, William Allen. In lane 2 from Surrey Park Swimming Club, Owen Warsome. In lane 3 from Surrey Park, his teammate Dominic Chang. In lane 4 from Nunawading Swimming Club, Lachlan Chan. In lane 5 from Ballarat Gold, Dane Schneider. In lane 6 from Northwest Aquatic, Jacob Nemo. In lane 7 from CGGS Aquatic, Alan Liang. And in lane 8 from Surrey Park, Spencer Robarts. Also from Surrey Park in lane 9, Mitchell Stewart. Got a fair few Surrey Park guys at this one here. But eyes have been in the middle of the pool here, Lachlan Chan, who went 105.0 this morning, the only guy under that 106 mark. So great start out here from lane 7, was it Alan Liang?
He started well in all his events this week and starting to come through Dane Schneider in lane 5. Dane probably touches first, just ahead of Alan Liang and Lachlan Chan.
Well, it's really tight across the first 50 here, Nick. I mean, you could take any one of these first 4 boys here to take out the first 50. It looks like it will be Lachlan Chan, yeah, at a 30.3,
Just
followed
ahead
by
of
Jacob Nemo
and Dane Schneider.
Dominic Chan only 0.3 off them as well. Who's in
Those
4th.
first 5 are still all in a
Neck
chance
and
to
neck.
win the medals.
Yeah, wow. Lachlan Chan making a bit of a move in his third 25 now. He has got a little bit of a lead, slightly over Nemo.
Really good underwaters from Nemo.
Nemo's
to hold
coming
that
here.
second
Nemo's
place.
coming in this last 25. Oh, it's going to be a tight finish. It looks like Lachlan Chan is going to take it out.
He is
This
holding
is going
on
to
to
be a
his
fast
lead.
time as well.
Comes in a 104.15
There you go.
ahead of Jacob Nemo.
And Dominic
with
Chan
Dominic
gets
Chan
third,
getting
105.4. How about that? It's a fast final. 104's 1 takes that goal, 104.6 and then 105. So well faster than what they went this morning. Well, I thought Lachlan Chan might have taken that out a bit further, but these guys really took it up to him there.
So we're now moving on to event 133, introducing our finalists for our 15-year-old girls 200-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from Surrey Park, Imogen Nolan. In lane 1 from Tiger Shark, Sophia Hogg. In lane 2 from Sale, Scarlett Travisk. In lane 3 from Nunawading, Tani Cronin. In lane 4 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Emily Vulick. In lane 5 from Surrey Park, Riley Cardo. In lane 6 from Ballarat Gold, Avid Richardson. In lane 7 from Albury North Lavington, Isabel Vandermeer. In lane 8 from DVA Aquatic, and Rita Amity Lansbury. And in lane 9 from South Gippsland Bath, Sienna Matheson.
All right, it's just 200 breaststrokes underway here. A great start from Emily Vulic. That great split stroke. You see the distance she got off that pull out.
She's been doing a really good job on her underwaters on all her races, and she's now 3/4 of the bottom length lead through this opening 25. With Tani Cronin and Riley Cordell on
yeah.
either side of her.
We eventually got there. Good start, though, from Emily Vulic. She's attacking this first 50, staying nice and long and relaxed, though, which is good to see. Out of 34.4, followed by Riley Cardell and then Tani Cronin in 35.9. So these girls have got some work to do if they're going to catch up to her here. Out wide, close to us also for DV. Amity Lansbury having a good swim as well.
With Scarlett over in lane 2,
starting to come
not
through as
out
well.
of contention for the medals. So Emily continues to lead and has extended her lead out to 2 body lengths.
Yeah, she's
ahead of that
increasing it
nice
here.
tight battle between Tani and Riley. Riley has now moved into second place.
Yep.
As we approach our 100-metre turn. And Emily will lead through in a 1:13.43. Ahead of Riley.
By about 2.5 seconds.
And Tani in third.
It's a solid lead, though, heading into this in this third 50 now. This is the all-important third 50. You see Emily Vulic is still getting nice distance per stroke. She's still gliding. She's not shortening up yet, which is good to see.
And lands on a full stroke for this 125-metre turn. as Riley starts to consolidate second place, as she's now 2 body lengths clear of Tani in third, who's a body length clear of the chasing pack. So with 50 metres to swim, Emily is continuing to extend that lead and leads through the 150, turns in 153.52. 4 seconds clear of Riley with Tani in
What a
third.
strong third 50 that was from Emily there. Increased her lead from 2.5 seconds out to 4. Riley Cardo had a really good third 50 as well, and she's now comfortably in second place. Looks like it's a battle for third now, though. Out wide, having a really good last hit is Scarlett Travasky.
Scarlett has not been able to make any further ground on Tani as she tried to in that third 50, but coming strong down here in lane 8 is Amity.
It's going to be a good last lap in between these guys. It's a bit of a fight here, these two for 4th and 5th. They are catching, but Emily Village takes that 2:34.5. What a great swim.
With Riley coming in for the silver.
2:39.
And Tani is going to hold on for the bronze medal and touches in a 2:45.3.
So these girls going quicker than what they went this morning, which is great to see. And moving on to now our last individual race of the meet before we get to the fun stuff, the relays, Nick. I walked past the corridor just quickly before, briefly, to get a bit of a vibe check, and it was getting pretty pumped. So we have... And event 124, boys 15-year-old 200-metre breaststroke. Lane 0, Metin Velik from Laverton. In lane 1 from MLC, Joshua Witowski. In lane 2 from Terrelgan, Ashley Nichols. In lane 3 from Ballarat Gold, Edward Meddings. In lane 4 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Thomas Sutherland. In lane 5 from Sale Swimming Club, Teddy Ripper. In lane 6 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Felix Dressel de Bruin. In lane 7 from Nunawading Swimming Club, Une Geisler. In lane 8 from Nunawading, Brian Zhang. And in lane 9, also from Nunawading, Eugene Tu. Right, our last individual meet, swim of the meet, Nick.
We are underway here and getting off to a really good start in lane 3, Edward Meddings.
Lane 6 also had a good start there, Felix Dressel de Bruin.
Ed Meddings does lead through that opening 25. And he's pulled out to a half body length lead over the field with Thomas Sutherland challenging Une Geisler for second.
Yeah,
so through this first 50, Ed Meddings lead, Une Geisler in second, and Teddy Ripper in third.
Really good split strokes again from Une Geisler. We've sort of spoken a bit about it this meet, but he gets about 10 metres off every single split stroke. It's really good and efficient.
I can tell this was Edward's focused because in 100 IM
wasn't wearing his race
he was wearing his training tog, so he was focusing on this 200-metre breaststroke.
I think that's good. It shows he knows what his targets are, he knows what his main events are.
So he's a body length clear of the really tight chasing pack. So he turns in a 107.13
out nice
ahead of
fast.
Une, and Teddy in third, just ahead of Thomas Sutherland in fourth. With Felix Dressel de Bruin not out of the equation in fifth.
Well, these boys in the middle here, Thomas Sutherland and Teddy Ripper, are starting to make their move now to catch up to Edward Meddings. They have caught up slightly here in this third 50. And it's a tight battle between second, third and fourth.
Yeah, they all hit the wall together. So Edward Meddings maintaining that body length lead that he established early on.
Une guys are starting to come out wide here, though. He's making a bit of a move.
So Une's has been second since the opening 50, and he will continue to be second behind Edward with Teddy Ripper in third.
By about a second lead.
So now we're into that last 50. It's all about maintaining your stroke length, trying to up that tempo while you're still maintaining the distance.
Teddy Ripper's having a really good last 50. He can see him, the distance he's getting off each stroke. He might have himself into second, is he? Not quite. It's hard to say here.
So Edward Meddings continues to lead.
He's holding on.
Une Geisler in second.
Une Geisler had a really good last turn. I think he's going to hang on, though. Edward Meddings is going to take it out here, Nick. Let's see the time. Is it going to be under 2:20? 2:20.2.
Unai Geisler taking second and Teddy Ripper in third.
Wow, what a fast final that was. 2:20, 2:21 and 2:22 for the medals.
So we're going to have a few medal ceremonies before we move on to our relays, I believe. So we're now doing our medal ceremony for event 131. The girls 16 years, 100-metre breaststroke. Our state champion and winner of the gold medal from Nuttawading, Madeline Horvath. In second place from MLC Aquatic and our silver medalist, Alana Torrance. And from EC Waves, sorry, no, I did the same thing as you, Yarra Plenty Waves. And our bronze medalist, Darcy Lou Kerchevel. Some very experienced medal winners there, knowing how to pose for the photos. As we now move on to our medal ceremony for event 132. Our boys 16 years, 100-metre breaststroke. In first place from Nuttawading Swimming Club, Lachlan Chan. In second place from Northwest Aquatic, Jakin Nemo. And in third place from Surrey Park, Dominic Chan. I'll just see, we may be moving on to two more medal ceremonies, or we may go on to our relay. I'll just wait to see what happens.
Don't count your chickens before they've hatched, Nick. There you go, medals.
So we are continuing with our medals for our individual events. In our event 133, the girls 15 years, 200-metre breaststroke. Winner of our gold medal from Yarra Plenty Waves, Emily Vulick. In second place from Surrey Park, Riley Cardo. And our bronze medalist from Nuttawading, Tani Croynan.
That was a great 200 breaststroke between those girls, wasn't it?
Yeah. We've had some fantastic individuals events tonight.
Yeah.
As we move on to our last individual presentation for the night, event 134, the boys 15 years, 200-metre breaststroke. Taking out the state title from Ballarat Gold and our gold medalist, just getting his shirt on as he hits the podium, Edward Meddings. In second place from Nuttawading, Unai Geisler. And our final individual medalist for the evening from Sales Swimming Club, Teddy Ripper, taking out that bronze.
Alrighty, Nick, we're moving on to the final part of the championships, the best part of the night, the mixed relays now, the 4x50, 200 freestyle, 4x50, yeah, 200 freestyle relays, I guess. We've got 6 heats of this in the 13, 14-year-old age group. And then we move on to the 13 to 18-year-old age group as well. So, in lane 3 we have Peninsula Hurricanes, lane 4 Ringwood Swimming Club, and in lane 5 Gisborne Thunder.
So it's interesting to see what combination in terms of order that our clubs decide to go with here.
Yeah, do you go fastest to slowest? Do you go 2 boys, 2 girls, 1 boy? You know, what order do you go with? It's all up to you, whatever your fastest.
All the teams will be different, I reckon. And so Ringwood will lead through this opening 50 ahead of Gisborne Thunder with Peninsula Hurricanes in third. So this is a time final. So that means we are starting off with our slowest seeded heats as we make our way through to our fastest seeded heats. So the time that the winner of this heat sets will be in the hot seats.
Hot seat, as you were saying last night, Nick, the Eddie Maguire millionaire, who wants to be a millionaire seat. Coming
so
down
as we
this
come
100
into
here.
the next exchange, it is still Ringwood.
Ringwood taking out that first 100 there.
Ringwood.
Ringwood changed their cap colours, or is that just me?
Ringwood, it does look a little bit different colour.
It's a bit more maroon. I've just sort of noticed that there.
So Ringwood and Gisborne Thunder having a nice close battle here in this opening heat, keeping it within a body length of each other as we approach the final exchange.
I'll tell you what, though, lane 5 here, the Gisborne Thunder are coming here in this last 50. It's going to be interesting to see who takes out this last 50. Ooh.
They enter the water together.
Good changeover, though, from Gisborne Thunder. Look at that. Looks like Gisborne Thunder are saving their best for last almost here.
Yes. Pulled out to a body length lead as we approach the final 25. And Gisborne Thunder will take out this first of 6 heats. So we've got 10 metres to swim.
So Gisborne will be, as you say, Nick, in the hot seat.
With plenty more action to come. So 2:00.03.
That's
ahead of Ringwood and Peninsula Hurricanes in third. We now move along to Heat 2 in lane 0. Flyers Swim Team B. In lane 1, Kangaroo Flat A. Lane 2, Ringwood Swimming Club C. In lane 3, Furbank Aquastars B. In lane 4, Swimland A. Lane 5, Northwest Aquatic B. Lane 6, King Swim Club A. Lane 7, Traralgon Swimming Club B. Lane 8, Western Melbourne Propulsion B. And in lane 9, Laverton Wyndham B.
Great start there from lane 7 by the look of it was Traralgon, a great underwater. And also over there in lane 2, a good start. By the look of it might be Ringwood C, is it? If I'm reading that correctly.
So it does look like Jessica Whiting is going to lead for Traralgon through this opening 50. As she passes off to her teammate, she takes it out for Traralgon ahead of Propulsion with Furbank in third.
Really good change over there from Traralgon too. You can see her moving through and then peaking, jumping right off just as she touches that wall. These guys have been practicing this at training all the time to nail these changeovers. Good turn though from out wide here from James Hay from Propulsion.
So Traralgon still managed to hold off a small lead, but Traralgon and Propulsion will touch together at the 100-metre exchange. With Kangaroo Flat now moving into third over in lane 1.
Bit of a dogfight out here though between
Kangaroo
Traralgon and
Flat
Propulsion.
got a really good changeover over there in lane 1, and they've started to move equal, but starting to pull away now is Propulsion in lane 8.
Really strong kick out here from Propulsion. You can see the power coming off the water.
So Propulsion now lead by half a body length over Traralgon, and moving into third, Swimland. As our final swimmers enter the water. So Propulsion
change
still
over again for Propulsion. In the middle of the pool though there, Swimland, I think it is.
Swimland are coming,
they're
and so
coming
is
now.
Furbank.
So Furbank are really coming here as well, as you were saying, Nick. Here we
And
go,
also
last
swimming
25.
fast out in lane 1, Kangaroo Flat. But it does look like Propulsion is going to take Heat 2 out. The battle for second is nice and tight, with Furbank coming the fastest. Will they be able to overtake Traralgon on the touch?
1:58.2, so there is our time to beat, Nick, is 1:58.27 set by Melbourne Propulsion.
And Furbank do get up for second, just touching out Traralgon in third.
All right, so move on to Heat 3 now. Heat 3 of 6.
So in lane 0, we have Doncaster Templestowe A. Lane 1, Ringwood B. Lane 2, Flyers A. Lane 3, CGGS Aquatic A. Lane 4, HC Swim Club A. Lane 5, Melbourne Vic Centre B. Lane 6, St Leonard's B. Lane 7, D5 A. Lane 8, Melton B. And in lane 9, Ballarat Gold B.
Really good start there in lane 5 was Vic Centre. HC, though, right there with them at this turn. It'll be interesting who's leading us through his first 25. It looks really even across the field. Good turn out here from lane 7, though. It does. It's Doncaster
Leading
there.
down here in lane 9 is
yeah.
Ballarat Gold.
Ballarat Gold might take us through his first 50. We're going to see
Ballarat Gold lead over D5 with Flyers in third. Having a really good exchange in the middle of the pool is Melbourne Vic Centre, and they've moved into the lead now through this opening stages of the second leg.
Looks like in the middle of the pool now it might be Vic Centre now moving through in front. That was a really good change over and a strong turn there by Arabella Tomlinson as she's coming down, and this is a handy lead for Vixen out the halfway point. A good changeover again. You can see he was already moving.
With D5 maintaining second place and now moving into third is Ringwood over in lane 1. So Melbourne Vixen continue to lead Ringwood by a body length. Those two are now the top two. With moving into third in lane 0 is Doncaster Templestowe.
Well, out wide there, as you were saying, it looks like Ringwood are really making a move here. They're catching up to Vixen, but Vixen are going to lead through this last turn.
With Ringwood in second and Doncaster Templestowe and having a battle with the opposite side of the pool and Ballarat Gold. Melbourne Vixen continue to lead over in Ringwood, and they've re-extended their lead.
Real
now
fight
to
for
2.5
third,
body
Nick.
length. Coming strong in lane 0 is Doncaster Templestowe. They might be thinking they can get up to second in this heat as they chase down Ringwood next to them.
Now let's see the time that Vixen has set here. And the time is 1:53.99, so it looks like Vixen
with
are
Ringwood
in the hot
hanging
seat.
on for second and Doncaster Templestowe in third.
All right, so moving on to heat 4 now. So 1:53.9. We're going to start to see some entrant times. Probably go under 150 now.
So in heat 4 we have Lavington Wyndham A in lane 0. In lane 1, Western Melbourne Propulsion A. Lane 2, Warragul Swimming Club A. Lane 3, Sales Swim Club A. Lane 4, Ringwood A. Lane 5, Haileybury Aquatic A. Lane 6, Maccabee Ajax A. Lane 7, Oasis Otters A. Lane 8, Yarra Plenty Waves A. And in lane 9, Surrey Park B.
Well, great start there again from Ringwood in the middle of the pool there in lane 4. Got the straight arms. You can see him. He's going to take through his first 25. Any number of these swimmers are right in it, though, here at this point. It looks like in lane 5 as well, Jaden Gee from Haileybury having a good swim. He might come in front, although alongside him there, and it might be Maccabee Ajax there. It might be Ajax in front at this turn. It is Ajax there at a 26.8.
Just ahead of Ringwood with Haileybury in third. Maccabee Ajax continue to lead at the opening stage of this second leg, but now moving into the lead of the turn is Ringwood.
Yeah, I think Ringwood's in front now.
And moving into second place
out wide is
Warragul Aquatic.
It's Haileybury's Propulsion,
Propulsion has now moved into the lead over there in lane 1 as we get to the halfway mark. So Propulsion lead.
Great change from
over
Propulsion.
Ringwood and Haileybury.
Great change from Propulsion over in lane 1. They definitely didn't touch first, but they hit the water first.
So Propulsion have extended their lead, but now coming back at them is Haileybury in lane 5. And Haileybury has now moved back into the lead, ahead of Propulsion with Maccabee Ajax in third. As we approach the final exchange, Haileybury will lead.
It's been a strong third 50 from Haileybury. Propulsion in second, followed by Ajax in third.
So Haileybury has got a body length lead into this final 50 and looks like they are going to take
Sailor coming through as well, and also alongside them there is Warragul. Look like they're having a good last 52.
So Haileybury are going to take heat 4 out here with a fantastic swim. The battle for second is getting tighter and tighter as we get close to the wall. But Haileybury take it out in a 150.30 ahead of Oasis Otters storming home late. And Propulsion in third.
Alrighty, so move on down to heat 5. So what was that time to beat there, Nick?
150.30.
Almost at that 149 mark.
In heat 5, we have Geelong Swim Club B in lane 0. In lane 1, Campbell Grammar Aquatic B. In lane 2, Melton Swim Club A. Lane 3, DVE Aquatic A. Lane 4, Bayside A. Lane 5, Furbank Aquastars A. Lane 6, Western Aquatic Academy A. Lane 7, South Gippsland Bass A. Lane 8, Ballarat Gold A. And in lane 9, Northwest Aquatic A.
Well, in the middle of the pool there from Bayside, I think it is, Cooper Gallant had a really good first 25. He's got the straight arm there, you can see him. Out there in lane 1, though, having a really good swim is by the looks like Camberwell, Lachlan Rundell. And also the Melton coming through too. It will be Melton.
Oh,
no, it will be Bayside.
Over Campbell with Melton in third. Getting a really good change was Campbell, and they've come right up along Bayside and have moved into the lead as we get halfway through this second leg.
A really good turn there from Campbell. You can see him, he turned up, went underneath 4 or 5 kicks under that water. And I think Campbell might touch in front here at this 100-metre mark, or will it be Bayside just?
Bayside just lead ahead of Camberwell, with South Gippsland Bass now moving into thirds.
Once again, good changeover from Camberwell. Actually, yeah, as you're saying, out here, South Gippsland.
So those Bayside and Camberwell neck and neck through this third leg. South Gippsland Bass are not letting them get away them.
It's between these three. Bayside will probably increase their lead ever so slightly. And I think South Gippsland might have themselves
so
up
the
in
final
second.
change
Not
is
quite.
still Bayside ahead of Camberwell, with South Gippsland in thirds. Coming strong is Ballarat Gold in fourth.
Yeah,
But
Ballarat are
Bayside
coming
has
here,
now
though.
moved out to a body length and a half lead into this last 25. The battle for second is getting very tight between Campbell. Coming storming home is DVE, and DVE have now moved into second. They aren't going to be able to chase down Bayside though, and Bayside will take this out. 150.36.
Now the heat before was faster by
with Melton
0.06.
getting the touch for second, just ahead of DVE.
Now the heat before was by 0.06 faster. So they are still in the hot seat, as you would say, Nick.
Yes, as we move along to our sixth and final heat of our mixed 13-14 200-metre freestyle relay. In lane 0, Melbourne Vic Centre A. In lane 1, Surrey Park A. Lane 2, St Leonard's A. Lane 3, MLC A. Lane 4, Melbourne Swimming Club A. Lane 5, Nuttawading A. Lane 6, MLC Aquatic B. Lane 7, Nuttawading B. Lane 8, Campbell Grammar Aquatic A. And in lane 9, Geelong A.
Got to make sure that the fans are quiet before the start there. We don't be distracting the swimmers. Someone was screaming there, but away we go. And this is the sixth and final heat here, Nick, and it's going to be a good one. Looks like lane 5, Nuttawading Tiarnberg got the best of the starts there.
And he does lead through the opening 25, just ahead of Melbourne Swimming Club and MLC. Also swimming well out there in lane 1 is Surrey Park. So Nuttawading will lead through this first exchange, ahead of Melbourne Swimming Club
24-5-9.
and MLC in thirds. So good changeover from Nuttawading, consolidating their lead over Melbourne Swimming Club in this second leg. You see most of the teams have opted to go 2 males off the front, except for Geelong down here in lane 9.
Well, Nuttawading are putting in a powerful swim here. Look at that speed there from Eric He. 49-1 they turn it. It's about a 1.5 second lead over Melbourne.
And MLC
in third. Now what can the Nuttawading girls do here?
So Nuttawading continue to lead by a body length and a half over Melbourne and MLC. So we're into that final exchange.
It's a handy lead for Nuttawading here.
And they go into the water first. Melbourne still holding on to second with MLC in thirds. Those three teams have cleared out from the rest of the field, and it does look like that Nuttawading is going to take this out. A nice tight battle between Melbourne and MLC for the minor medals.
It is a really tight battle between MLC and Melbourne for second here, because MLC are coming. Bella Murchie's coming, but I don't think she's going to catch her here over Sophie Jacker, but Nuttawading a 1:43.5, followed by Melbourne and then MLC 1:45.35, and then 1:45.86 takes out third there for MLC. So well swum there, girls and boys. 1:43, that's fast.
Very quick time by those four swimmers putting together.
So move on down to the event 138, Nick. The mixed 13 to 18, 200, or the 400.
So some of those
4x50.
swimmers might be doubling up,
They
but
might
we're
be.
also adding in our older athletes.
Yes, we'll see some of the big dogs get up now. And so in this first heat here, we've got Ringwood D in lane 3, Laverton B in lane 4, and in lane 5, Ringwood C. So a bit of a intra-club battle here between the Ringwood teams.
And Ringwood making a late appearance.
Here they are now. They've just thrown the... Well, this is what you've been going... Oh, hang on. We've got a few officials charging over here. Now I can see there are swimmers bursting out on the pool deck alongside us here, Nick. There's a fair few of them down here. They're all pumped for relays. It's always a battle for these officials to control the kids before a relay.
The excitement levels have gone to unprecedented levels.
They do. And in that hallway where it echoes, it's hard to hear a word. Maybe let's take the mic over there, a bit of open mic over in the hallway there.
I don't think that's broadcastable.
Well, Ringwood C and D have made it here. They've made it out.
As we just take a break between
I think we needed it after that.
of our final event of the 2022 Victorian Age Short Course Championship. We also appear to be adding a team in
Okay.
in lane 7.
Is this a late entrant or is... I'm not sure if this is... well, it's not on our scoreboard here. I think he's in the wrong heat. This...
So, as we can overhear the officials from where we are sitting, it does appear that team in lane 7 is going to be swimming.
A late call-up. Have we combined 2 heats here? Is that what's happened? What's the go?
No, it appears that it's just the one heat.
Late entrant, possibly. Well, I can see heat 2's walking out behind us.
So we look like we've sorted the chaos out. We've got the all clear from the AOE room.
The all clear.
And we're
All
about to hear the
systems are
referee's
go.
whistle.
Yeah, all systems are go. So we'll add that. We do have Yarra Plenty Waves in lane 7 now as well. All right, heat 1 is now underway.
So Laverton Wyndham lead through this opening 25, just ahead of Ringwood C.
You see a nice strong kick there from Meaton Savelic.
So Laverton Wyndham will lead through this opening exchange, ahead of Ringwood.
Good change over there, 27.3 the first
with
50.
Ringwood
Nice
D
and fast.
touching in third, just ahead of Yarra Plenty Waves. So Laverton continue to lead by that body length ahead of Ringwood C.
It's a bit of a battle between Yarra Plenty and Ringwood D out there in lane 7 and lane 3. But it's eyes in the middle of the pool here, and it looks like Laverton will be letting us through there 58.99.
The margin did reduce over that second 50. And now we're about to be neck and neck with Ringwood looking like they're going to try and challenge for the lead in this third 50.
Well, who wants the hot seat more?
So they both turn equal. Getting the better of the turns was Laverton Wyndham. But now swimming faster is Ringwood, but coming strong down here in lane 7 is Yarra Plenty Waves.
Oh, it's a good lead here now for Ringwood. That was a good third 50 here.
So Ringwood lead, coming back strongly now. Laverton Wyndham have retaken the lead as we hit the final turn. All 4 teams within half a body length of each other. Laverton Wyndham is in the lead, ahead of Yarra Plenty. With our Ringwood teams battling each other, and it looks like we're going to
Yarra
cause an
Plenty
upset.
Waves are coming back from behind. They might get...
So here's Laverton Wyndham, ahead of Yarra
157.
Plenty Waves, and Ringwood D getting ahead of Ringwood C.
Nick, what's our hot seat time?
So it's 1:57.94,
Okay.
set by Laverton Wyndham.
So in heat 2 now, we have in lane 1, King Swim Club A. In lane 2, Ringwood B. In lane 3, Western Melbourne Propulsion C. Lane 4, Flyers Swim Team B. Lane 5, Sail Swim Club A. Lane 6, Oasis Otis A. Lane 7, Melton Swim Club B. And in lane 8, Kangaroo Flat A.
Really good start by Sail in lane 5, and they lead through the first 15, but now swimming well and moving into the lead at the turn is Ringwood B. Coming through in this second 25 is now the Flyers B team in lane 4.
Melton look like they're having a good swim here too, Nick.
So Flyers will lead through this first 50, ahead of Ringwood and Melton in third.
Really good change over there from, I think it was the Flyers and Ringwood in the middle of the pool there.
So the Flyers continue to lead in this second 50 of our 4x50, ahead of Ringwood and Sale in third.
Yeah, this is a handy lead now for the Flyers.
So they touch first at the 100, ahead of Ringwood and Sale in third. They're maintaining that 3/4 body length lead over Ringwood, with Sale another half a body length behind. But a strong first 25 has brought Sale back level with Ringwood in that battle for second, as they start to make a little ground on the Flyers.
They're coming back here, aren't they? They're really starting to move back through here, Sale.
So Sale
I think Sale's going to take the lead here in this
Sale
last
is going to move
50.
into the lead for the exchange, ahead of Flyers, with Melton moving into, sorry, Kangaroo Flats moving into third.
Yeah. Gee, there's been a lot of lead changes in this one. But it looks like this is Sales to lose from here. These guys are in a lot of work.
Oasis Otters is storming home now. Will they be able to make up the ground over this last 25?
Let's see. There is enough room. He's got enough room to do it.
So Sale is trying to hold on.
He's just got to hang on here.
We come under the flags. Oasis Otters is coming strong and will
Oasis
take
Otters
this
is
heat
gonna get
out
it.
in a 151.62. Ahead of Sale.
Well, there you go. What's our hot seat time, Nick?
With Melton in third. So our new time to beat was set by Oasis Otters there in a 151.62. 151.62.
We move on to heat 3 now. In lane 0, Ringwood A. Lane 1, South Gippsland A. Lane 2, Western Melbourne Propulsion B. Lane 3, Essendon District Aquatic. Lane 4, Flyers Swim Team. Lane 5, Furbank Aquastars B. Lane 6, Swimland Club A. Lane 7, Livingston Wyndham Aquatic A. Lane 8, Ballarat Gold B. And Lane 9, T5 Swimming Club A.
Getting the best of the starts was Flyers A in lane 4. And they'll lead through this first turn just ahead of Propulsion.
Swimland.
And Swimland. So those three teams have cleared out by about half a body length as we approach this first exchange. Also Swimming World is D5 down in lane 9. So Propulsion lead over Flyers and D5 in third. So Propulsion has maintained their lead through that first exchange and lead halfway through this second leg.
Yeah, Propulsion's still holding that lead ever so slightly. Out close to us, also having a good swim here. It looks to be D5.
So Propulsion are now out to a body length lead over Flyers, with D5 maintaining third place.
Yeah. So about half a second to a second and a half separating first to third.
So now Flyers are starting to make ground back on Propulsion in this third leg and have reduced some distance to a 3/4 of the body length lead.
Well, Propulsion are going hard here. They're going to have to hang on. It looks like in that middle of the pool there, Flyers are catching them.
So Propulsion,
last 50
Propulsion will lead into the final exchange just ahead of Flyers. D5 maintaining third place with Ballarat Gold into fourth. On that
D5 hanging inside the third.
On that exchange, it's timed up again over the far side with Flyers just ahead of Propulsion at that final turn. So Flyers looking like they're extending their lead now and have pulled out to half a body length lead. Coming strong in lane 6 is Swimland, but they're not going to get there. So Flyers...
EDA finishing strong. EDA get fourth. So our fastest time now is 1:49.8 by the Flyers, 1:49.86. So we are under that 150 mark now, and you're going to see these last three heats that most teams are probably going to be going under that 150 mark now.
As we move along to heat 4, in lane 0, DVA Aquatic A. In lane 1, HC Swim Club A. Lane 2, Furbank Aquastars A. Lane 3, Northwest Aquatic A. Lane 4, Campbell Grammar Aquatic B. Lane 5, CGGS Aquatic A. Lane 6, Geelong B. Lane 7, Melton A. Lane 8, Ivanhoe Aquapower A. And lane 9, Maccabee Ajax A.
So 3 heats left of the night, Nick, and of the championship. I'm expecting to see some teams well under 150 now.
So Alicia leading off for Furbank here, up against 9 boys. Let's see if she can rise to the challenge and show a couple of these boys up.
Looks like a pretty even start across the field. Probably lane 3 got the best of the starts here. Dante DeFazo from Northwest Aquatic. But out here from Geelong, looks like Thomas Smith is going to lead through this first 50 now. He hasn't taken a breath yet. I like it. He's keeping his head down. He's going to hit the wall here. There you go, 24.88.
So Geelong leads ahead of Maccabee Ajax with Caulfield Grammar Aquatic in third. Caulfield Grammar Aquatic have now taken over. Sorry, Campbell Grammar Aquatic have now taken over the lead through this.
Well, this is going to be a tight one here. Looks like, yeah, you're right. Caulfield are in front now.
Now Northwest in the lead, ahead of Campbell Grammar and Geelong in third.
Northwest had a really good leg there in that second 50.
Campbell Grammar is trying to respond and is moving back up alongside Northwest Aquatic. Those two lead by about 2 body lengths over the rest of the field.
Oh, yeah, Campbell taking it back up to Northwest Aquatic here. This is going to be a really good last 50. I reckon Campbell are going to touch in front. Oh, just 0.02 separating these two teams now.
With Geelong in third and Furbank moving into fourth.
Now, mind you, in the middle of the pool here in lane 5, it looks like Caulfield have got their male swimmer in the water now, and he could do some damage coming back.
So does Geelong. So it's all getting nice and close over the last 10 metres.
Oh, I reckon Caulfield might have it here.
CGGS Aquatic is going to take this out. That's Campbell Girls Grammar Aquatic take it out ahead of Geelong, and in third place, Campbell Grammar.
146.0. That's Campbell Grammar Aquatic, sorry, yep.
A lot of Campbells there.
No, a lot of Campbells. Getting a bit confused there. My bad.
So Campbell Girls Grammar Aquatic leading at a 146.0 as we move on to Heat 5. Western Melbourne Propulsion in lane 0. Geelong in lane 1. Campbell Grammar in lane 2. Haileybury 3. Surrey Park 4. Bayside 5. Melbourne Vic Centre B 6. Warragul 7. Western Aquatic Academy 8. And Ballarat Gold 9.
Great start there in the middle of the pool. Lane 4, Alex Hillman from Surrey Park. You can watch his underwaters as well. And also out wide here, Halloran Laval.
So Warragul will lead after this opening 50 by a big margin with a 22-8 split ahead of Haileybury and
22-8.
Surrey Park in third.
Woo, that is quick.
So Haileybury and Surrey Park are now going to take over the lead in this second 50 with Haileybury in the lead through Campbell Wilson Moran. But Surrey Park had
Daniel
the better of the
Shivatarese
turn.
had a really good turn there, accelerated off that wall. It's going to be tight between him and Wilson Moran.
So Surrey Park lead ahead of Haileybury with Propulsion over in lane 0 in third.
So about 0.3 of a lead there. Out close to us also here in lane 8. I think it's Warwick Western Aquatic Academy having a good swim too.
So Surrey Park continue to lead over Haileybury.
Haileybury might
and
be
now
coming
putting
down.
in a good strong swim from Campbell Grammar Aquatic in lane 2. They have moved into third. So
this will be a really tight last 50 now.
Surrey Park just lead ahead of Haileybury with
by
Campbell
about
Grammar
0.1
Aquatic in third.
Oh, good underwater there from Surrey Park off that breakout.
But watch in lane 5.
There's anaerobic speedo rally.
Bayside coming strong. So Bayside has now moved into the lead off that final turn.
Lewis Ainley coming home strong here.
Bayside will take this second last heat out in a time of 1:41.85.
1:41.8. All right, there's their new time to beat.
With Surrey Park in third.
Surrey Park in third, yep.
We're now moving on to our sixth and final heat of the evening. In lane 0,
right, this is going to be a good one. The final heat of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Get behind it here.
MLC Aquatic B. In lane 2, Melbourne Swimming Club A. Lane 3, Melbourne Vic Centre A. Lane 4, Nunawading Swimming Club A. Lane 5, MLC A. Lane 6, Surrey Park A. Lane 7, Nunawading B. Lane 8, Traralgon A. And then lane 9, Yarra Plenty Waves A.
Now, Traralgon pulled out of this one here, so we do have a gap in lane 8. But this should be a good one. Whoa, great start here from
Zhang from Nunawading.
Yeah,
takes the early lead coming up right on the 15-metre mark.
Watch
him work the underwaters here in the second 25, coming up at the 12.5 metres. So Nunawading will lead.
Mackay Odita Masters having a good swim out here from Surrey Park as well. He might touch in second.
So Nunawading lead over Surrey Park
23-4, 22-5.
with MLC in third. Fantastic changeover from MLC to move into second place as they chase down Nunawading. So it's still Nunawading leading over MLC, and in third place Surrey Park being challenged out over there is the other MLC team.
Really catching up there to Nunawading. They did some good groundwork there by Toby McCormick and Jason Llewellyn.
So Nunawading lead over MLC with Surrey Park in third.
Oh, it's going to be a tight finish there between these two teams. Can MLC do enough to reel Nunawading in here? It looks like Charlie Millard's going last for MLC there.
So Isabella Boyd has re-extended that lead
Torrance.
for Nunawading as they're going to lead by a body length into this final exchange. MLC in second and Surrey Park just holding on for third.
Surrey Park, a tight one though, because Nunawading B is also within this. A great underwater from Shani Underwood by the look of it, was it there? And Nunawading might have got themselves their B team up to third.
So
there's a battle out in lane 2 and 3 as well.
A-team lead over MLC A-team. So Nunawading A-team are going to take this final event out.
So MLC's
very fast
a real tight battle for
MLC
third
in second.
though.
But Melbourne Swimming Club is coming for third. And Melbourne
out.
Swimming Club does get the touch.
No. Sienna Shepherd gets it 140-10. So 136.24 takes it out, followed by 137.82 for MLC. And in third place, Melbourne Vic Centre there in a 141.01.
Sienna Shepherd stormed home for Melbourne Vic Centre to get them into that bronze medal. So we're now going to take a breath.
Let's get our breath back there, do some medal
presentations. Our
presentations.
medal ceremonies.
I can see Noah Millard over there, standing over there to do some medal presentations again. So we'll get onto these medals now.
We just need to find our athletes
now
for their medal ceremony. Sometimes that is a very challenging experience.
It can be. Well, after a relay, you're pretty pumped normally. Everyone's sort of talking super fast. Everyone's manic. So we're just waiting a few seconds.
Just a reminder, all those relay results are provisional because we do need to have a look at those changeovers. With a 4x50 relay, it's really important that those changeovers are super quick. So sometimes some of us might push it just a little bit too far.
Well, when we get excited about these, we do. You know, we want to push it hard. We live and die by the sword a little bit. So I think we are about to do some medal presentations now.
So we're just waiting for our medal winners in event 137 to find their way over to the medal dais. That was our mixed 13-14 4x50 freestyle relay.
And, well, it's been a good meet, Nick. It's been good fun.
Lots of fantastic,
jam-packed.
Lots of fantastic swimmers, right from our 13-year-olds all the way through to our 18-year-olds. It was fantastic to be back at 8 short course states, which we haven't had in now 3 years.
Yes, so 2 years it's been.
2 years,
3 years.
Yeah, so 2 years without it, so that's 3 years.
2019.
So our 13 to 14-year-olds have gathered over the far side. And our state champions, representing Nunawading Swimming Club. In second place, Melbourne Vic Centre. And our bronze medalists, MLC Aquatic. So we thought those athletes had found the podium, but it looks like it was just the 13 to 18-year-old relay swimmers that have been on pool deck. So it does look like now our 13-14 swimmers are heading over to the medal dais after they heard themselves being announced. So Nunawading stepping up onto the gold medal position, followed by Melbourne Swimming Club with silver, as we await the MLC team in the bronze medal.
It's always nice to see your team up on the podium, isn't it? The full team there in the team kit, getting your medal at the end of the meet.
So the MLC swimmers are just making their way over now to complete our medal dais. So congratulations to Nunawading, Melbourne Swimming Club and MLC for winning gold, silver and bronze respectively in our 13-14 4x50 mixed freestyle relay.
Now, I think we've got one more medal presentation after this, Nick, for one more event, and then that'll be all she wrote in stumps.
So we're just getting our photos on the dais from these three teams before we can move on to our final medal ceremony. So we're now moving on to that final medal ceremony. In event 138, the mixed 13 to 18 200 freestyle relay. Our state champions from Nunawading, our silver medalists are MLC Aquatic, and our third place and winner of our bronze medal is Melbourne Vic Centre. So once again, congratulations to those three teams. It's been a fantastic 3 days of action here at MSAC.
It's been awesome, Nick. It's been a great meet, and we've seen some great times, considering that short course season's only been going for maybe 2 months, really. Yeah. These guys often all had a break after age nationals, you would have thought. So it's all over like that. We've got open short course next week.
I thought this meet was the highest percentage of PBs I've ever seen in a state championship meet. So that was a fantastic job from all our athletes. And we look forward to some of them doubling up next week.
And then also tripling up at short course nationals in Sydney in late August.
Yeah, so next week is our open state champs, as well as having the 12 and unders swimming there as well. So we look to have our open athletes plus our youngsters swimming.
Yeah, should be good fun. I know you'll be swimming, Nick.
And you might even dabble and jump in as well
yourself. I might swim one race, but we'll see how we go. I'll be hopefully in the mic, but hopefully we're welcome back.
But we'll leave it there for this evening, and we look forward to you guys joining us again next Saturday morning.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good night.